All right, let's hit the record button. There we go. Welcome to your dream vacation. Before we get started, what shall we call you? Wait. Subscribe. Ow. Damn it. Wait, so that... Wait, so... Can I not? Oh, can I not back out of it? It's just locked in now? Okay. But as we go along, I'll try to see how to fix the, maybe right here might be better. Oh, right. And then also it is just a precaution. It is like super windy right now where I'm at. So in case if I lose connection, like if in case I disconnect and or lose like internet, you'll know. But I don't think it should be a problem, but it's just on the off chance. You wake up on the beach, soaking wet, salt water stinging the inside of your throat as if you'd nearly drowned. Water falls from your mouth as you open to gasp for air. You have no memory of how you got here. In fact, you can only remember your own name, but not where you came from, or a single fact about your life. What you do know is that, despite the outrageous beauty of the landscape around you, you feel incredibly sick to your stomach. Oh wait, I just remembered, not even the Oni or, Trickster. Wow, really went down the wrong pipe, huh? You need a minute, or can I go on? Already with the fourth wall breaks? Because I can give you a minute. We got plenty of time. Endless time, really. An eternity, if you catch my drift. Whoa, not now, Ocean. Sorry, Ocean. Sorry, may I continue? Let's go. I acknowledge the fourth wall break. Okay, then, as I was... As I was saying... You look down at your feet, ankle deep in the crystal blue water of a newly arrived wave. As the water recedes back into the ocean, it reveals a grotesque discovery. Oh. Christ. A decomposing face stares up at you from beneath the sand. All you can do is vomit. A stream of dark bile, bugs, worms, and other ick. Questions race through your mind. Where are you? How did you get here? Who's behind this incredibly charming and well-spoken voice in your head? However, answers don't come easy. Your mind is completely blank. What will you do? Run, close your eyes, or dig up that face. Oh God. Run. You turn away from this wretched sight and begin to run. But the beach, it's endless. Despite how far you run, you get nowhere. Exhausted, you stop and look behind you, your footsteps erased by the soft blue waves. You turn inland. Considering your lack of options, you got no choice but to walk into the brush. However, the beauty of the beach is not shared by the darkness of the palmy woods before you. There's nothing inviting about that shadowy forest. Terror freezes you in your steps. Why are you trying to run away? This is paradise. You're here to enjoy yourself, don't you know? Have a little bit of fun. Take charge of your own experience. I seriously wish I had the voice mod properly installed. Oh, that was weird. That voice again. Do oceans only talk? Your memory isn't right, but you're pretty sure you remember learning as a child that oceans do not speak directly to people in spooky terms. Your mind doesn't have a chance to linger any longer on your current situation, as you feel something soft bump into your foot. What the fuck? When you look down, you find a volleyball sitting in the sand there next to you. You stare down frozen. A voice calls out from behind you. Little help, please? You turn around, and when you see what's waiting for you, your jaw just about hits the ground. Oh my god. Four gorgeous monsters stand halfway between you and a well-tended volleyball court. Each of them oozes with undead energy, a magical aura reaching out and penetrating you via your eyes. Question. Are these actual, like, skins you can get in-game? Or is this just... they just said no. And yes, it was needed. It was needed for the panty shot from Spirit. I mean, Huntress is there too. Why are they all like that? Your heart begins to race. Curiosity, fear, desire. What the fuck? You can't help but stare at these casually dressed, let's call them killers. I don't know, not to be judgmental, but that's just the energy they put out there. So many competing feelings rush through your mind all at once that you are completely paralyzed. Hello? There are weird days, and then there's this. All you can do is look down at the ball and back up at this monstrous lineup of, well, literal monsters. Yes, monsters, though. What do you do? Three skins are in the game, huh? Wait, why only three? The hell? Who's not in it then? I mean, let's just say I'm frozen in fear. You stand frozen in complete silence. Can I be honest with you? It's kind of a weird move. It's as if you truly don't care that someone asks you politely. You're doing you, despite how much of a weirdo or just a jerk it might make you look like. Clearly you don't even care. Is this some kind of display of confidence, confusion? Your awkwardness. You feel judged, but you're not sure how. Spirit cuts the silence with a giggle that she quickly swallowed when she sees it caught your attention. Huntress jogs over to collect the ball from the ground next to you before heading back to the volleyball court with everyone else. Emperor Spirit. She is really staring you down, her expression hardening as you watch her. The longer you hold her gaze, the more angry she seems to become before turning with a huff and floating off to join the others. Alone again, you look across the beach at these strange residents who casually bat a volleyball back and forth, happily ignoring your intrusion on their private beach. Should you be frightened? Worried? Excited? Did I refer to them as killers? Not to give them too much away. But at the same time, damn, they are looking very appealing in their own way. And nobody so much as lifted a blood-soaked finger in your direction. Be scared, Soren, you were made for this. Wait, what? It was made? Well, geez. If the spooky ocean voice says not to be scared, I'm sure it's all gonna work out. With no good reason not to, you decide to head over and see what happens next. What the fuck? What the fuck? It seems like you've derailed the volleyball game just by showing up. You derailed you derailed the game just by showing up, nitwit. And I guess you're also a nitwit. Look, it's just best to go with what Trapper says when he says it. That's a policy I hold for pretty much anyone who always seems to have fresh blood on their hands. Hey, don't worry about it. It's all just a game. Existence, that is. Besides, you seem a lot more interesting than a silly game. What's your deal? What brings you here? You mean they're here to do more than distract from my total domination? That was Wraith. That sign means he was done with the game too. Either that or he saw a butterfly or something. Look, I don't care why this slackjawed moron is here. I just want to know, can I kill him or not? You know you can't. At least, not yet. Oh, God. I'm confusing her acts with the actual hatches that she tosses out. Oh, yeah, not yet. Hey, Soren, you might want to say something. Actually, never mind. There'll be plenty of time for that soon enough. Now, this group has some questions for you. But be warned, answer quickly and answer well. This is a timed quiz, and it will be very important later. What the fuck? What is this? Very important. Or not important in any way whatsoever. Probably that one. I can't remember. How attractive would you say you are? Very. I say I'm very attractive. That's what you think very attractive is compared to this? Trapper flexes and his muscles are so tight you can practically see the blood running through his veins. If you could have any superpower, what would it be? Maybe super strength? Super strength would be cool. Strength isn't all about muscles. True strength is up here. You expect Trapper to point to his head, but instead he taps on one of his bulging shoulders. It's specifically in these muscles. Nobody gives a shit about your calves. Oh, so he skips leg day. Got it. Is that why he's trash? I remember hearing something Trapper isn't that good. What were your best subject in school? Keeping class. Like, if I were being totally honest, none of these were, well, I would say up until the 3rd grade would be where math was my strong suit. But no, these are like these two are like my weakest subjects. I suppose history. Nice. It's important to know what came before us so that we are not doomed to repeat humanity's mistakes. I mean, we will anyways, but still. What's your favorite animal? Cat. Definitely cat. What? Why is it looking at me? You think just because I'm a typical cute goth girl, I have some specific love for all things cats? And more specifically, black cats? Well, I do, but you can all go to hell anyway. What is your favorite color? Pretty old corpse? What the fuck? Blue. Blue isn't good for productivity. Makes people want to be lazy. That explains everything. That explains everything. What's your dream job? Astronaut, nightclub promoter, or not working at all? I mean, as a kid, I wanted to be one, but I sure as hell don't have the smarts now. Let's go to nightclub promoter. Let's see here. Definitely nightclub promoter. Everyone groans, and let's be honest, they're right to do so. Luring folks into the dark, not just anyone can do that. Best flavor of ice cream. Ew. Chocolate. My favorite flavor is pain. Same here. Mine is vanilla, swirled with pain. What the fuck? I think mint chip is the greatest flavor ever conceived myself. But enough about ice cream, am I right? You're all wrong. Chocolate malted crunch. Fight me. Hold on a second, this reminds me. I'm right. Always. It's a lesson you should learn before we go too much farther. Do what I say if you want to survive. Pick mint chip. We're teaching lessons now, narrator. You rascal. Kill or be killed is the rule of this island, even for faceless voices. Tell me, what's the best flavor ice cream? I think. Best flavor is chocolate. You got a reading comprehension problem? I just told you mint chip was where it's at. You almost bought yourself a game over there, buddy. That's right. I can end your life whenever I want to. So don't you forget it. If I say you like mint chip, you like mint chip. Now try it again. Tell me, what's the best flavor of ice cream? What the fuck? Chocolate. In case it wasn't clear who's in charge, it's me. You have to understand, it feels very good to end someone else's game. You should try it sometime. Oh my, are you serious? As much as I want to say give up, if I do that now, because like I don't think I have not saved. I don't want to go through all that again. Oh my god. How far? Okay, so how far back do oh fuck. All right. Let me just skip through all this because we oh my god. Not at all. I never thought myself as attractive. Oh, watch it. That's bullshit. You beautiful. You hear me? Yes. In that case, let's take a look at the different answers here. Light for sure. Technically, I suppose I could fly. Honestly, it's not that it's cracked up to be. As far as I go, I'm still not where I want to be. What's your best subject in school? Math. Probably math. It's the only thing that makes sense when you think about it. What's your favorite animal? Dog. Dog? You look absolutely adorable in a little puppy mask. What's your favorite color? I have to know what this. Want to know something funny about the game? What is it? Okay, I have to know the answer for this one. Nobody would expect me to pick this, so I'm gonna say 3-day-old corpse. That's a pretty edgy answer, right? I'm pretty dangerous. I talk about corpses, no biggie. Those are no good to me unless they've been frozen. You'd be surprised how quickly good meat can spoil. Or maybe you wouldn't be surprised. I'm still getting to know you. What's your dream job? It'd be pretty amazing to be an astronaut, I think. Hard to imagine being farther away from anyone than floating in space. The cold, inky vastness of nothing, forever. There is a secret ending that deletes your save file. Oh, God. The best flavor ice cream. Vanilla. My favorite flavor is pain. Okay, so... chocolate. Fine. The best flavor is mint chip. It's obedient. I think you're gonna do just fine. Good lord. Anywho, now that they know so much about you, I'm sure the group wants you to start getting to know them. I'm Trapper. I pretty much run things around here. I'm the smartest, richest, strongest person on this whole island. Is he rich? Part of me wants to look at the tier list right now for killers. I don't like losers. If you want to know what a loser is, say hello to Hroth. Yeah, shots fired. Hi, I'm Hroth. I'm nothing like everyone else. I like nice people and loathe big dumb idiots. Hey, what's up? I'm Spirit. I don't like most things. I don't really hate most things either. It's not worth my time. But the things I do really hate, I really hate, you know? Based on my personal observations, life is nothing but suffering, and society is a carefully calculated lie to keep everyone subservient to those in power. It's better to choose to just not take part. Jeez, it's like she was downright murdered by society. She hates it so much. Oh, no, wait. I remember Spirit's story now. That's almost exactly what happened. Hey, I'm Huntress. Don't let these bummers get you down. There's lots of fun to be had on this island, along with lots of love. Yeah, there is, if you know what I mean. Grow up. Throw a body. Fucking got her. I've explained this 1,000 times. I'm dead, but I'm not a literal ghost. I just create a trail of fog, I'm not made of it. Whatever, fog body. That's not nice. He's not nice. You love it. Only sometimes. Ew, really? That's disgusting. Why, she likes it. Don't speak for me, I also hate it. Stop speaking entirely, actually. For the first time ever, I agree with Hroth. Let's move on, otherwise they'll do this all day. Besides, if I know this crew, and I do, they'll want to show off soon enough. If we're done playing, let's do something else instead. Wow, for once I actually agree with the meathead. I say we go to my yacht. It's the massive boat dock nearby. I'll give everyone a taste of true luxury and power. Hroth rolls his eyes. Don't mind him, he just hates fun and happiness. No, I hate the endless, desperate, soul-crushing pursuit of wealth. The way it's flaunted needlessly, and the cruelty it engenders. What about hanging by the pool? I find the water calming, simple, beautiful. Hey, what about our volleyball game? We can exercise and have some fun as a group. Are you all serious? There's a perfect good lounge chill out right here. I'm tired, and besides, I hate being in the sun. Where do you want to go? Ow. Fuck, I kind of wish it said what the options were, because like I'm assuming this is the pool. It was like, that's the pool, I think that's the lounge, the volleyball, and then I'm assuming that's the yacht. And I'm trying to click on the gear right now. It's not opening anything up. So it's like if I'm trying to save scum it. Well, chat, I think we should go. I was not gonna lie. To me, the pool, either the pool or the lounge actually sounds good. There is a secret ending that deletes our save file. Lead me towards the ending. Okay, let's go see this yacht. I'd be down for the dip in. Hey, Delta. Hey, guess what? We already had our first game over. Just because I didn't follow the voice in my head saying that mint chip was the best ice cream flavor. I'd be down for a dip in the pool. Whoa, the pool. You actually want to go to the pool? Oh, now it starts work. Well, I mean, sure, why not? Okay, so I was completely wrong. I've got good ideas. What's wrong with my ideas? The pool is great. Everyone knows that. All over the world, people agree on one thing. It's the pools are great. I mean, I swim laps. Look, we got a whole ocean right here, and they still put a pool in because pools are just, you know, great. It's a real special treat. I mean... why deal with actual salt water? Actual salt water in my eyes when I can deal with chlorine. And you thought it was bad when he stayed quiet. Oh, these two! Claudette I didn't recognize. Because the couple of games that I played in Dead by Daylight, I was only Claudette. I never tried to kill her. Except in the tutorial. Hold on for just one moment, Claudette and Dwight. This is Dwight and Claudette, our activities coordinators. They are also the cooks, waiters, bartenders, janitors, and every other job. These poor guys, I swear. They're the only help remaining on the island. This place we call Murderer's Island. Cue dramatic musical flourish. None of the others survived. Survived the interview process, I mean. Hence why we shall heretofore refer to them as survivors with a capital S. These two have worked here a long time, so very long. I don't actually know how long it's been. Sorry. Anyway, I should probably let Dwight and Claudette do their mandated jobs. They sure look happy, but they're vibrating with a nervous energy that is starting to give me the creeps. We will now escort the group to the venue of your choosing. However, in the future, we recommend waiting for us to present you with your options whenever possible. And don't just run off doing to various activities unsupervised. We don't have much autonomy around here. The least you can do is allow us to do our job. The most you can do is help us get off this Dwight! Yes, pardon me, please follow us. Hey, narrator? Yes, something I can help you with? Those two, Claudette and Dwight, did they just start to mention something about wanting to escape? Is escape an option? Or should I be trying to escape? Escape? Them? Oh, no. I think you're mistaken. It seemed like Dwight was asking for help to get off this island, though. Oh, right. That. Yes, that's true, he was. But it just meant that he wants to get to the other vacation island getaway, a couple miles south of here. It has much fancier accommodations than this island. It's one of those big corporate outfits, quite exclusive, where all the famous celebrities hang out. Very luxurious. Doesn't quite have the charm that this island has, though. Trust me, you wouldn't want to go there. With all that money comes a lot of restrictions. This is where you belong. Now, off you go. It's time for an activity. On our island, your decisions matter. Mostly. When I agree with them. Not like that other island. What'll it be? Oh, so... Oh, that's mean. You can't save scum it. Okay, so... That's the pool then? Huh. Cause like, It looks nothing like... It looks like nothing like a pool unless it's like all the way back there. So that's volleyball. So I'm assuming this is the Huntress. I'm gonna assume this is the lounge area for maybe Spirit, or unless this is the lounge. But this is more look at it. This looks like the yacht. I mean, it's like, when else am I gonna be going to a yacht? I wonder if they all say that. Trapper is very pleased with your choice. And I was actually right, though. It is like a yacht. Fuck. Because just from that cardboard cutout, I actually thought that was gonna be the pool. Not just because he owns this boat either. Clearly you understand the importance of appreciating the finer things. Or the finer things in life. Unfortunately, though, this means these uncouth heathens are now on board, are on now my... Wait. Unfortunately, though, this means these uncouth heathens are on... Hey, Jaguar, welcome in. Wait, is that a typo? Or, unfortunately, though, this means these uncouth heathens are on now on my beautiful boat. Are on now on my I'll make sure to help watch it as soon as they leave. Not exactly a genial host, but what he said isn't the worst thing about his comments. It's that he made them in front of everyone else. Loudly. They're used to it at this point, though, so it's time to get the good stuff. It's time to get to the good stuff. Eating. As my guest of honor, you can choose the appetizer. Here's a menu. What do you want served? You can't choose. Beef carpaccio, veggie hummus platter, something in... Is that French? Oh, we have to go with this one. I'll take well, I don't know how to say this, but whatever this is, I think it's French. You point at the most foreign sounding item on the menu. I don't know what it is, but I'm here, so why not try something new? In fact, we'll take two. Honestly, I have no idea what I just ordered. But yeah, welcome in, Jaguar. I have no... Nothing bad, I hope, and also, like, I have no clue what I'm getting myself into. Funny thing is, we already got our first game over. I'm just trying to vibe with and roll with the punches. Yeah, vibe! Where the vibing seas. I get it. I don't exactly like it, but I do dig it. Do the unexpected thing. Don't play their game. Oh, you dig it too, you? Well, I hope you really vibe with no substitutions, which is what Soren just pointed at. At least you knew it wasn't French. Don't worry though, I prepared for this possibility. Dwayne Cloris. Bring out the pigs in a blanket for these simpletons. He definitely knows their real names are Dwight and Claudette. The survivors arrive with trays of food as everyone else stands around and makes conversation. Enjoy. Please, for our sake. They catch Trapper glaring at them for daring to speak directly to you, but Dwight pushes on anyway. Can we get you anything else? I thank them. I'm all set, but thanks for great service. I mean it. Fantastic. Ah. Yep, I am certainly aware. No one ever thanks us for anything. Thank you. Oh, thank you kindly for never speaking out loud to my guests without being spoken to first. Now scram! Now that the help is gone, the killers... You know, killers is a bit harsh. We haven't killed anyone today anyhow. Should we call them suitors or something? I don't know. That lacks a bit of punch. I'm sticking with killers. The killers have begun to hover around you. They each seem to be waiting for a moment alone with you. Except Wraith. He seems to be studying in the corner of the room, definitely avoiding any engagement with you at all costs. Who will you allow to steal you away for a quick second? Well, chat, who do you think we should go for? Oh boy, I was not expecting this. BFR. Be for real. Well, since Delta so vehemently wanted me to get away, so clearly one of these two. Is Delta even still here? But you know what? Fuck it. We went all this way, so I might as well, like... Because, like, if I ever play this again... Let's just go... I think it's just a pretty much turn. Like, let's just go with Trapper route. As much as I know chat wants me to go Trapper route, so might as well. You make eye contact with Trapper and he immediately pushes the other aside. You already show promise as a prospective mate. Therefore, I'd actually get to know you better. I'd like to get to know you better. So I'll let you in on a secret. When the time comes, I have a private little getaway here on this island. No one else knows about it. It's to die in. I mean, die for. It's to die for. It's a hidden spot where I enjoy all of life's many bounties. I want to show it to you. Not because you're worthy of it just yet, though. Mainly because it will piss everyone else off if you chose me. I always like to remind them who's really in charge around here. Oh, yeah. Also that part about getting to know you better. That's important too, I guess. Everyone, put down your appetizers. I'm bored. And on my yacht, that's unacceptable. Declan. Yes, sir? A what? I have never seen that word before. Prepare a libation? Libation? I have never seen that word before. Something that will impress our new guests. By the looks of them, they shouldn't take much. Carla, make sure we got both boozy and non-alcoholic versions available. Nobody has to drink if they don't want to. I'm a killer, not an asshole. Declan? Carla? I thought their names were Dwight and Claudette. Who the hell are Dwight and Claudette? Hey, Daryl and Christina. You know of those two? Maybe they work on that other island. You, Soren, ready your mouth. Oh, God. No, I am not ready for the hot dog. Wow, this guy really knows how to sell a drink. While undoubtedly crass, he does have a point. A minigame is incoming, and the success or failure of your quests may very well depend on the readiness of your mouth hole. Oh my God. Minigames consist of two parts. On top of a pointer which rotates in a clockwise direction, And on the bottom, the target you're going to be pointing at. Sometimes the target is immediately visible. Sometimes it's hidden until the pointer. Oh. Press the spacebar to stop the pointer while over the target. Win. Fail to land on the target and you will lose. To achieve a perfect success, land on the start of the target area, not the end. So I'm assuming in the circle? Okay, Ready to Player would like me to repeat that. You know what? Would you please repeat the instructions? My pleasure. Rotates in clockwise. Target. You know what? Let's see it one more time to see if they changes any dialogue. Okay, no, it's the same thing. All right, so spacebar. Away we go. The party never stops. Shots, shots, shots. Damn it. You missed completely. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. You missed completely. You just poured shots all. Casual mini gamer. There's more to this game. There's more to this game than just reading. You just poured shots all over the floor of my boat. You're lucky to have this thing detailed every night, regardless if it's covered in blood or not. So you completely missed. So what? It's a tropical vacation, not a frat house. Who would have expected this kind of lame activity on a luxury yacht? Overwhelmed by the afternoon's activity, you feel yourself spinning out of control. Was it the drinks? The pressure to perform? The rocking of the ship? Smartly, you pound a pitcher of water before everyone else goes dark around you. And it turns out a quick nap was just what you needed. Oh, a quick snooze. When you come to, Dwight and Claudette are somehow already back on shore waving at the boat. I'm pretty sure that means it's time to head back and leave this yacht behind. What a shame to. Trapper planned to serve live monkey brains as an entree. Ew. It seems like the next activity is mealtime? How quaint. Okay, I was about to say, what the fuck is that noise? You were expecting what? Capture the flag? Do you know how complicated it is to run a game like that? Much more so than sitting and talking? You arrive at a cookout area to find an assortment of picnic tables scattered around. What were you expecting? Some kind of grand hall with a huge banquet table? This ain't some prestigious fantasy epic like you'd find on cable. White and Claudette usher you to your seat, but there's very limited seating directly around you. And, oh great, terrific. It seems that everyone wants to sit next to you. Even better is that they don't want to sit next to certain other people either. To start, no one wants to sit next to Trapper. Meanwhile, he refuses to sit next to Wraith or Trickster. Wait. So the other killers are here? Wait, what? Is that another typo? Okay. Oh, he's actually here. Oh yeah, Trickster is here. Surprise? Yeah, well, they don't call him expected, sir. I'm sorry, even I get nervous around crowds of killers, and my whole shtick is to get a little flustered. So he literally is. Okay. Hey there, you looking good, Soren, real good. And we literally can't let Huntress and Trapper sit together. No, seriously, their arms are too big. They can't fit at the table if they sit side by side. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone. Look at this. We can't even fit everyone on screen at the same time. You probably think it's an error, but it's not. It was completely intentional. Let that be a lesson for you. Every error you think you see is a choice. Got that? Okay, Dwight and Claudette are directing traffic. You sit on one side, the rest of them will sit up opposite of you. Huntress and Trapper can sit at ends with their enormous sexy arms. Now that everyone is seated, we can begin dinner. Tonight's meal was prepared slowly and carefully with both love and hate for 12 hours over a spit. Oh boy. What am I getting myself into? We hope you all enjoy. We really, really hope you do. Hey, you didn't actually tell us what you're serving. What are we eating? It's meat. It's seasoned with a specific number of special herbs and spices that we simply can't divulge. My favorite. Meat is good. Meat is murder. Which you know, concerning what you've been up to. Who are you to get judgy now? I'm just sharing facts. They need to murder something to eat its meat. So that's like technically true. Technically true is the best kind of true. What the fuck? Oh my god, I can't. Okay, enough yapping. Let's eat. Hey, Soren, you thinking what I'm thinking? It's gonna be a person on that spit, right? Or several parts of overlapping people, or perhaps. I haven't seen many pigs wearing palm tree button-down prints, you know. When you look closely at the spit, you spot what definitely appears to be scraps of fabric sandwiched between some layers of meat. I think I might be sick. Is there anything else to eat? This took 12 hours, and we do literally everything on this island. Actually, there's one thing you're not doing today. You're not carving up this delectable meal. Wow, he's right for a change. Also, fun fact from the main of Dateable Trapper Killer, Trapper is the only one you get to see his nipples in any way. Oh, he's right for a change because I am with my broad axe. It's a perfect tool for easily chopping anything in twain. First, who says twain? Sometimes it swears like we're all from completely different historical eras. Second, I'll handle this with my cleaver. Fast, powerful, and clean. At least it's clean when the meat is cooked. No blood. You two and your ridiculous bicep swinging contest. Enough. Grow up. Obviously, my gorgeous katana is the only option. Not gonna lie, I completely forgot she has a katana. I thought she used like different parts of the glass to make the blade. The hell it is! Oh, I'll show you about my katana and send you to actual hell if you'd like. Please stop, please. I hate it when we fight or talk, or even when we look each other in the eye. I can do it. I have the skull of Azarov. Azeroth? Great. Instead of sizing up, you can club it. You can club it to a second death. Hey, Soren. I know that this isn't what you want to eat, but hurry up and volunteer to carve up dinner. Otherwise, this will go on for hours. No hyperbole. They once argued over who had the most effective weapons for 72 straight hours. I mean, that I'd like to see. It doesn't matter which one does it. When they're done, they'll take even longer cleaning their weapon, all while explaining the value of maintaining your tools. Despite being a bunch of cold-blooded killers, for some reason they're always terrified of tetanus. Oh, fuck. Hey, can I? Oh, wait, there is no. Fuck. How, how far does this go back? Because I guess skipped a couple of... I skipped a couple of lines by accident. Okay, not bad. Not too bad, actually. So we'll try to get this scene done, and then I'll go on a 3-minute break. Let me just get back to where we stopped. Okay, here we go. Hey, why don't you just let me carve up dinner? It's a fun idea. We'd hate it for it to get cold. He hated when it got cold. Here's a machete, freshly sharpened. Minigames consist of two. Oh god. Oh, that's right. It's sometimes hidden. Perfect. Not bad. Perfect. Oh, it depends. It also depends on how many times you landed. Okay. Well, that's pretty good. I'd like to see what you could do with a less clumsy weapon. Yeah, I said it. Machetes are dumb. Dinner is finally served. For real. That sounds, especially coming from the masked killers while they eat, which involve lifting their masks and shoving food up behind them, are nasty. Spirit, meanwhile, doesn't even eat. She's the only one who seems really embracing being dead. They're all dead, right? This is obviously hell. I mean... Come on, we're trying to be mysterious. We're still trying to be mysterious here. You think mystery comes easy? Spotted and White aren't the only ones who've been working their asses off to make this night perfect. Just kidding. Well, at least they're left in their masks. This is only 99% as disgusting as it could be if they were tried to mash stuff through there. Spirit, why aren't you hungry? The best two things about being dead is not having to eat. That's only one thing. Think about it, Sora. Number two is no number two. One less thing to worry about in the afterlife. Even if I wanted to eat, I have no idea what would actually follow. You might have noticed, but I'm mostly just a bunch of dismembered body parts floating in a spectral form. You see how deep this cut on my abdomen is? I don't think my digestive tract connects anymore. Between the food and behavior of the group, this might be the worst meal in history. But even worse, they're staring at you. You're not eating. They don't like that. I think they want an explanation why. What do you want to tell them? Hey, look, attraction! Wow, you ever see a sequel that big? I haven't. That's incredible. Anyway, what are we talking about? Lame misdirect. Yeah, she's right, Soren. That's pretty lame. Own who you are. Never compromise. Didn't you wash up on this island with no memory of who you are and how you got here? Yes, you did, the poor thing. You have no idea the last time you ate a real meal, and you've been standing in the sun. But a seagull... Uh-oh. You made a lot of good points. I swear. You're beginning to feel lightheaded. It waved at me. If you need to eat to survive here. Either that or someone poisoned you. No, wait, you haven't eaten, so you can't be poisoned. Whatever the answer, you're clearly about to pass out. Oh, hey, it's me again. Your friend, mentor, and guide. Narrator to the narrator, the ocean. Not sure how I feel about that characterization, but I'll allow it. I brought you here, and I might be the only one who can help you now. There's only one thing you must do to survive. You have to figure out why you're really here. No one can tell you, not unless you follow the right path, or at least a right path. There's too many of those to count. Hopefully you pick at least one of them. Because there are even more wrong paths. Many of them lead to your demise. Others lead to something even worse. Starting things over and having to fast forward back to where you were, am I right? Fucking calling me out, Jesus. For this place holds many secrets, even from itself. But the one that truly matters can only be learned if you answer the most important question. Why are you here? So hey chat, why are we here? You think it's just like some cosmic coincidence, or is there really a god out there like watching us over something? Wait, what was that? What was that achievement? Trial run? You're getting you're really getting the hang of it now, or so you think. But yeah, you think it's just some cosmic coincidence, or is there really a god out there watching over us and stuff? I don't know, man. But it keeps me up at night. Why are you here? Answer that and you'll learn the truth. The ultimate truth. Vague, mysterious. I gotta give up to this ocean character. That's some quality early game storytelling. You wake up and find Spirit holding your limp body, gingerly pouring cool water into your mouth. Don't you just love the ocean at night? I do. Staring out over the vast darkness of the ocean really validates the feeling inside me that we're all truly insignificant and the only thing worth pursuing is revenge. I have to wonder, how could anyone believe anything else? You look out into the darkness of night and ponder her question. Well, it's a simple question. How could they? How could anyone not feel small and alone in the face of such massive nothingness? You've always been alone. Maybe it's Spirit's words, maybe it's the ocean, or maybe it's always been this way, but you suddenly feel connected to Spirit's words. I may not remember much of my life before, but there's one thing I know to be true. I've always been alone, and I always will be alone. Spirit has turned from looking at the ocean and is looking directly at you now. It's a funny idea, isn't it, being alone? Together? Really? I just clicked once and it skipped. Are you fucking kidding me? I just clicked once. Maybe I should just hit spacebar. Okay, so it's the best we can hope for. Okay, maybe, or maybe it's too much to hope for. Maybe it's impossible to pretend we know anything. Is that just arrogance? I was so dumb. So busy trying to please everyone and be perfect student, the perfect employee, the perfect daughter. Excuse me. I didn't take care of myself. And now I'm all I've got. Worst of all, I got distracted from my true purpose, my destiny. The purpose that was sitting inside me my whole life. Okay, so this might sound a bit silly, but Spirit looks around to see if anyone else is on the beach. When she's convinced that it's only you two, she continues. There's a dragon that lives inside me. I've always known, but I tried to ignore it. When I couldn't ignore it, I tried to push it down. So stupid. You're not stupid, that sounds badass. Right? But I didn't let it out. And then I, you know, chop. Now that dragon is pretty much a one-track revenge beast. But enough about me. What's inside of you, stranger? No dragon, but a lot of fire. The raging inferno. In fact, I'm begging to burn this whole place down and if I let it out. Maybe I am the dragon. I'm sorry, but you're no dragon. And breathing fire, that's some hobbit type nonsense. I'm a descendant of proud samurai. Our dragons are on a whole other level. Looks like there was only one room for one dragon inside Spirit after all. Just as things are really heating up, you hear a flurry of footsteps behind you and quickly spin around, ready to fend off whatever new danger has popped up on the strange island. Only to find that it's Dwight and Claudette sprinting across the beach, clipboards in hand, which they're waving in the air above their heads. It's very important that we stick to the itinerary and attend each event as scheduled. Playing sick for cute flirt points was not part of this evening's activities. I strictly slotted it in for after campfire story time, and at this rate we'll be late. Playing sick? No time for excuses. Well, there is, but that's scheduled for after what comes after. Wait, but that's scheduled for after what comes after the flirting. What the fuck? Is that even correct? Go, go, go! Once everyone has gathered at the fire pit, Dwight and Claudette quickly make an announcement. We're not going to blame anyone in particular, but someone, and we're not going to say who, so don't worry you, hasn't been sticking to the schedule. That means we're behind on time for evening activities, and we only need time for one person to share their special spooky nighttime story. Just one story? But story time is my favorite activity. This is a narrative heavy experience. You're telling us that only one person gets to share? Who decide who? Oh great, we have to decide as a group? That never goes well. Whoever did this, step up now. I swear I won't be angry. I'll merely chop your head clean off. No fuss, no muss. Voice trembling, you realize it's probably for you, but you embrace your fate. Sorry everyone, I think they're talking about me. To be honest, I still don't understand how this whole schedule thing works. I guess I lost track of time while I was passed out. Been there before. Even though it's taking some pressure off of me, which is an absolute dream come true. Is it really fair to pick on the newbie? Seriously, has anything ever happened here? Has anything here ever happened on schedule, even once? Damn it, Donald. If you try to flex that authority gimmick one more time, so help me, I'll snap your head off so quick, and then I'll drown you in his blood, Cynthia. Boss and Muss are back on. You two know I love to hack, slash, and slice. We all know you love to kill. It's almost all you talk about. Nobody named any names. Who even knows any names? Not us. I renounced my name. Who's Donald? Who's Dwight? Who even knows anymore? Call me nobody. His name actually changes to nobody? But we still gotta get started on story time, so... Soren, who do you think you should go? Ah, damn it, that's a name. Please pick somebody quick so that this tropical vacation doesn't turn into a bloodbath. I wonder, is this actually timed? Doesn't look like it. I guess, like I said, we'll go pursue fucking Trapper. I choose you, Trapper! Whoa, whoa, this entire experience is being carefully crafted to avoid an IP infringement lawsuit. Be careful with the catchphrases, will ya? I mean, it is Nintendo, they will sue. Yes, of course you want to hear my story. It's a good one, and an old one too. This is an infamous tale about two young friends from my hometown. Best buds who did everything and anything together. Fish, hunt, fight, skip rocks, climb the tallest trees, climb the highest peaks. The more dangerous something was, the more they wanted to do it. But everything changed one day when the slightly older friend asked the other for a favor. My father doesn't want me going out with you anymore. He says we're dangerous together. We take risks when we shouldn't. And if I keep hanging out with you, he says one day I'm gonna get hurt. You think you could come by and tell my dad we'll be careful so we can still be friends? Of course, said the other friend, who was always eager to please his best mate. So the two went to see the concerned father, who puffed away at his pipe, and as he listened to every promise his son's pal made it about being more cautious. But when the slightly younger and the slightly smaller boy finished, his friend's father immediately responded, "Stoneface, no, sorry, this is the best for both of you. I don't want my son hanging out with you anymore, and that's that." The young boy was so crestfallen he left immediately. No one would see him cry. He would not give them the satisfaction. Especially because if they did, they might tell others in the town and they don't think of him weak. Worse, his own father would never forgive his son for letting others see him that way. But he was too upset to go home right away, or be spotted on the path, So instead, he sat outside his friend's house in a little hiding spot they had often sat during rainstorms or where they didn't want anyone to see them, trading interesting rocks they dug up. It was quiet as he stifled his own tears, and that's when he heard it. The sound of an odor wafting alongside this pipe smoke carried on dark winds. Betrayal. Thanks, Dad. I didn't want to hang out with him anymore. I didn't want to tell him that. He'd be a big baby about it. It's okay, I get it. I don't blame you all either. He's soft and needy. You need strong friends. Someday you really would have ended up getting hurt because of him. You need friends who can rely on. Trapper looks angry. The muffled tears stopped, and the hiding spot that had been a pit of sadness now overflowed with rage. The boy went home. Anyone passed him on the path, all they saw was determination. That night he spoke to no one. He ate no dinner. He slept no sleep. And no one ate dinner that night. Aaron. The next day, he got up early and sat near the tallest tree in the woods by his former friend's house. It was the one tree no kid in town had ever conquered. Its top remained untouched. He remained there till dark before he finally went home. He did this for 8 days. On the 9th, his old mate finally passed by. Hey, what are you doing here? Asked the Judas. Nothing. I'm hunting squirrels and sat down to eat this apple, lied the younger boy. Oh, yeah, sure. I hope you're okay. I cannot believe my dad did that. It's so unfair. Yes, it was truly unthinkable, answered the boy through a smile that carried no warmth. Yeah, well, okay. I'll see you around. Before the betrayer could leave, his old friend called out to him. I'm going to climb this tree. I'm going to make it to the top. The hell you are, no one can do that. And they definitely can't do it by themselves. He had him. I can, and I will. I understand why you can't, though. Your dad said you're afraid you'll get hurt. I'm not afraid, he's afraid, replied the friend. Now seething with shame and his own rage. Oh, forget what my dumb old father said. I'll do it with you. You see I'm not afraid. And so the two climbed, each making it higher than they had ever before. And they continued to climb. But whether they could have reached the top, it will never be known. Because the turncoat, the boy who made his father lie for him, fell before he could make it all the way up. Some say it was no accident, that his old chum pushed him. How could he? He was the weak one after all. Of course, such a weak child could never send his best friend to his death. This was an accident, tragic for sure, but nothing more. Of course. A month later, no one could explain how the dead boy's father choked to death on his own pipe. Yeah, definitely a good call for staying quiet on that. It sounds really best at a time like this. Shit. What about you, Soren? What'd you think of my tale? None of it actually happened, right? Were you the boy in that story? Damn, that was bleak. Now that's a story. Yes, it is. Coin! Yes, we like that response. He's sending you a gold coin. On that note, everyone decides it's time to take a break and split up for a bit, so that they all have a moment alone before bed. Everyone leaves you and you're alone by the fire. The only thing you hear is the ocean slowly lapping against the shore. That's nice. A true moment of peace and tranquility that lasts for all 7 seconds because Trickster shows up, and he's blaring his latest song. Hey baby, you look lonely. Mind if I join you? He doesn't wait for an answer. I know you've been hearing from these guppies all day, but I want you to hear something from a big fish like me. Something special that those in charge on this island don't want you to hear. I am the ultimate catch on this island, the only lobster in an ocean of sardines. Damn, that's actually a pretty good metaphor. No one can give you what I can. You just have to find me. Oh, do we have to unlock him? Come find me, baby. Trickster leaves. You're a bit confused about to make one of his cryptic clues, but you aren't gonna get any time to yourself to think about it just yet. Trapper approaches you. Finally, those dweebs are gone. Now that I know we're totally alone, we can talk. We can really talk. But let's get away from the aspen smoke and take a dip in the pool. Whether it's water, sweat, or my enemy's blood, I prefer my muscles glistening and not dried. A dip in the pool with Trapper. You come a long way in a single day. I'm not saying you should follow him. An offer like that. Just don't forget our little talk. You and your storyteller friend slip into the water. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. That is actually a fucking sweet pool. It's just the right temperature. Oh my god. Let me drink something real quick. Good thing I grabbed water during the break. But hey, Oren, welcome in. It's just the right temperature for an evening dip. Plus, if some jealous shark comes along and manages to jump from the ocean into the pool, you're also pretty sure your killer companion could handle it. Trapper looks surprisingly relaxed. That's definitely weird. Okay, the small bubbles rising up in the water around him might have something to do with that. Ew. What? Sorry, I didn't want to reveal anything in front of the others. You never know when a loser is really a maggot. Now, though, I want to hear what you really thought of my story. What was its real purpose? To establish dominance, honesty is important. Vengeance is darkness. There was none. I wonder, was that supposed to be his tale? You know what? Show why honesty and integrity are so important? Very interesting. Very. Trapper stares at you for way too long. It almost looks like he cracks the barest of smiles. But then more bubble smart appear in the ew. He's still staring. He stares for such a long time it becomes quite romantic. And then as it keeps going, it becomes downright horrifying. A chill runs down your spine. Finally, Dwight and Claudette show up and say everyone is reconvening at the fire pit. How dare you interrupt me? I mean us. No, wait, me. I meant me. Trapper throws his cleaver at Dwight and Claudette's feet. Where the hell is he even hiding his cleaver? More importantly, what do you think of his little cleaver toss? That wasn't very nice. That was way out of line. They're only doing their jobs. You feel your toes tingling and notice the temperature has dropped significantly. Getting chilly in the water. Usually it's so warm around you. You mind if I snuggle up your way? Yes, I do mind. Before we have to spend too much time watching you sit here all alone and trying to figure out exactly what you're doing with your life, we figure we'd let you know that it's time for bed. And you're kind of the last person out enjoying the facilities, so well, the thing is, you see, we can't really get our night started until yours ends, so... One sec. Pack it up, kiddo. Your fireside sleeping arrangements await. You head over to the campfire. The heat is comforting on this chilly night. Looking into the cracking embers, you think about Trapper's story. Are you being led to your demise by an untrustworthy narrator? Hey, wait a second. I swear to you that you're not. Come on, you gotta trust me at least a little more than you trust Trapper. Before you can dwell too much on your fate, Claudette and Dwight arrive. There are now familiar creepy smiles stretching from ear to ear. It's a bit menacing to see a smile that's lit by firelight. We must apologize for accommodations. We weren't prepared for another guest, but we're gonna make you comfortable or die trying. Hand over a pillow and blanket and welcome to snuggle up by the fire. Some music will put good here. Are they gonna kill us? Or kill me? Just try to keep the volume to a minimum. Our other guests aren't the type you want to rob of their beauty sleep. Oh god. This here upcoming minigame is a special minigame. Perfect for the less coordinated because there is no winning or losing. Well, not technically. Wherever the pointer stops, that's your result. I suppose if it doesn't stop where you want it to, that's a bit like losing. But no one has to know. But no one has to know if you don't tell them. Got it, chat? Okay, ready to play. Okay, so just in case. So it still rotates in a clockwise, and then steal the target. All right. As you relax and look into the fire, the radio begins to fuzz and flicker. You examine it and decide that you might adjust the dial to fix it. Oh. Let's see what's on this station. Oh, hell yeah. Okay, this is actually pretty cool. No matter how many things you listen to, you still can't sleep. Instead, ask one of the killers to spend a little more time with you until you're sleepier. Who would you like to summon to lay by your side by the fire? I mean, like I said, might as well go the full route. Trapper, are you around? I was wondering if I could get your little company. Trapper tells you his secret for falling asleep when he's feeling restless. A heavy bearskin blanket is all you need. If that doesn't work, just go for a late night walk and punch the first person I come across. You're a real charmer, Trapper. I'm not sure I'm brave enough to kill a bear, or skilled enough to skin it. There's really not either of those things, as far as I can tell. Here, hold on to this. Try not to hurt yourself. Lucky paw! Trapper hands you an entire bear's paw, complete with sharp claws. It's like the most aggro version of a rabbit's foot you've ever seen. You finally start to feel sleepy, except maybe this isn't really a sleepy feeling. Maybe you're paralyzed. Try to keep your eyes open, but you can't. Darkness overtakes you. The dark voice from earlier speaks to you again. Still, it shouldn't still be as spooky, but now you've had a whole day of strange voices in your head, but this one is still undeniably odd. Had a good time on the private yacht today, huh? That comforting rocking sensation? That was all me. Oh yeah, you're welcome. You wakes... You wake suddenly to see someone looming over you. Huntress is rifling through your pockets. Oh, you're awake. I wasn't stealing from you, merely trying to get to know you better by seeing what sort of trinkets you keep close. I saw you with the Trapper right before bedtime. Look, I'm not saying I don't trust them, but, well, yes, I am saying that. I don't trust anyone I don't already have tied up, so I was making sure they didn't do anything fishy. And I was making sure you're not a soldier. Soldiers killed my father, you know. While I've got you, you should really consider spending more time with me. I'm not scary. You're not? Not at all. I'm just a lost girl on a big island. I've been watching you since you got here, you know. Not in a creepy way. Huntress pauses for a long moment. Oh, right, in a charmingly creepy way. I notice how fun-loving you seem. If you spend more time with me tomorrow, maybe I'll take you to the special place I found. It's all mine. None of the other killers have been able to find me there. It's quiet and isolated. Maybe I'll even show you how to make beef stroganoff. Ooh. I actually do like the sound of that. Like, I would like to, because, like, I'm not a good cook. I'm okay, but I know, like, only a few recipes. But at some point, I would like to try and learn to make beef stroganoff. That all sounds very enticing. I'll let you get back to bed. It's been a long day. It just places a gigantic hand on your forehead and your eyes flutter closed. Finally alone for real this time. Maybe. You drift off to sleep. Again. Hopefully you're not poisoned. Wait a second. Where are we? This isn't... Oh, geez, it is. It's one of those reality show confessional rooms where all the contestants talk directly to the camera. I think today really went well. These are some of my first interactions with someone who isn't a parent, and that didn't end in bloodshed or untimely perishing in my Russian cottage. So I'm counting on today as a win no matter what happens. What do I think of the newcomer? Do I just say... Oh, I do. Okay. Attractive, mysterious. I really don't know that many other words since I was raised by my mom in the woods until she was skewered by an elk, and I had to wash her entrails off my seraphim. That being said, other than the other three should make sure to be on their guard. I don't know who this newcomer will want to spend time with tomorrow, but I for one will not let my guard down easily. Who knows about the others? Hroth, I think, knows more than he's letting on about this place, but he's a hard nut to crack. Meanwhile, Spirit is just screaming all the time. Major buzzkill, and Trapper. Ooh, where do I even begin with Trapper? He's buff, sure, but daddy issues much? Sheesh. Look, I don't need anyone. I've been perfectly fine on my own since my mother died. I eat a fine diet of raw deer, bear, and human, and I'm fit as a fiddle. That being said, just think about the newcomer makes me think I might be missing out on some huge parts of this thing called life. Oh my god, really? If I'm being honest, I just want to kill about every person I meet within a minute of meeting them. Even the few people I can tolerate I want to see suffer for a long time. Before I kill them, of course. But this person, for some reason I would like them to continue living. For now. One false step and... well, you know everyone calls me Trapper for a reason. And they better call me Trapper. I swear if I watch this later you list me as Evan, I'm gonna kill the Chiron guy? That is another word I've never ever seen in my life. Yeah, today was fun. I don't want to get ahead of myself or really invest in something that might hurt me, so I don't know. And maybe we'll just see how it goes. Maybe they'll realize I'm not the one for them. They seem pretty smart, so that's probably what'll happen. I gotta learn to go easier on myself. Who could love me if I can't love myself? I know that everyone thinks of me as a beautiful, cold-blooded monster. I can't help it. Circulation isn't my thing. I don't choose to be cold. This cute hat and robe, okay, those are a choice, sure. If someone were to come around and capture my heart, at least that beats being stabbed in it. Besides, if you're gonna get bloody revenge on a society that has used me and thrown me away, maybe it wouldn't hurt to have a little help. Oh boy. Oh wait, what was that? What was that? Still alive. You survived your first day. As far as accomplishments go, this is certainly one of them. Oh my god, that's day one? You open your eyes. The sun is shining, there's not a cloud in the sky, and you feel great. Totally well rested. You're not even suspicious of the fact that you fell asleep by the campfire, but woke up several yards down the beach. Wait, are you on vacation? Was yesterday nothing more than a strange dream? No, not a dream. You really are here for another day. Why? I have no idea. You're obviously a weirdo. Hey! Speaking of weirdos, I see the rest of the gang is hanging out by the beach. This is definitely not a dream. I wouldn't rule out a nightmare just yet, though. At least they wear a sexy bunch, no? And talk about sexy. Here comes Trickster carrying coffee. Oh my god. Morning, beautiful. I thought you might like a nice cup of joe to start this incredible day off right. Isn't that Maku the magical mist from Yujimon's? Trickster seems suspiciously cheerful. I'm sure there's nothing nefarious behind his joyful demeanor, though. Kid you not, I think that might be Makiyu, the magical mist. Everyone knows musicians are morning people. I also want to wish you luck. Today is an important one. My only regret is I won't be a bigger part of it. Cheating issues. Is that why none of the other killers are here? Or I guess in this case, like also updating it to have like the more dateable killers. Budget issues. Also, I'm just swamped with engagements, especially on the other island. Oh, wait, the other island actually exists? Trickster winks at you. If you want to ask him how to reach the other island, now is the time. Never mind, he left. Well, at least he brought me a cup of... No, wait, don't drink that. What the hell is that? They don't call him Trickster because he's good at a skateboard. And he's definitely didn't get the name because he brings people drinks so they can have a good morning. It was almost certainly not coffee. I don't want anyone casually poisoning, imprisoning, and torturing you. Yet. This is supposed to be a tropical paradise, the type of place where you give a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10, 2 thumbs up review to not internal prison of pain. And please make sure to leave a review. It really helps with the algorithms. Just trust me. I'm looking out for you. So can we please move on? Hey, wait a second. How did a possibly omniscient, possibly unreliable narrator physically just knock that coffee out of your hand? This is not Parliament, and the floor does not recognize the ocean to speak out of turn at this moment. What the fuck is happening? I need no recognition, for I am the ocean. I dominate the land. I submerge those who defy me and become their watery grave. Actually, speaking of graves, I would like to say something. Something of grave importance. Fine, go ahead. Even if this place is an eternal prison of pain, and I'm not saying it is, even a place of extreme horror can still receive a 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10 thumbs up review if it was crafted with love and or that the type of thing you're into. Oh my fucking god. You know, the ocean was right. All the hard work goes into a place like this. You should really judge it on the artist's intent. Whenever possible, start from the mindset of giving them the benefit of the doubt. Constructing these elaborate simulations, vacations, is not an easy thing to do. One sec. Sometimes there are just some small bugs or inconsistencies, but that's just the nature of the process. Perfection is overrated. The universe is filled with mysteries. We want to celebrate those who venture to bear their souls as a part of a creative process with the ultimate intent of making things for our enjoyment, not to be overly critical of them. Are you two trying to sell me in this place to be actually being good? You don't have to save it like that, especially after I saved you for that poorly made cup of coffee. Wait. I was trying to see if I was just trying to see if I could, if there was like an item to show like that bag and the coin and the bear paw. Because as far as I know, those are still in my inventory, right? If I have an inventory. Sorry, we should have been here 5 minutes ago. Always do this on the second morning. Sad, really. Even they do make some great points. Oh, sure, they do make great points. I agree. Can we please move on? Yes, of course. Apologies. A few minutes aside, have you been enjoying your time here on the island? Yes, I've been having a lovely time. Yes, it's been really entertaining. Yes, I'm not suspicious. It's a no option. I was gonna describe my stay on the island besides really entertaining. Wow, 10 stars, here we come. Don't remind me to skip this section next time. Nope. We do need to ask you one more question, though. We all had to sign away our rights to say anything negative about this place. Would you please sign as a non-disparagement agreement, not the NDA? No. No, I will not say anything negative about this island. You have my word that I sort of agree with the terms of this verbal contract. What? Perfect. Delightful. Excellent. Yes, yes. Hey, Sword, it's still totally cool if you have some constructive feedback. The place to leave that is in a positive review, because we all know that nobody reads negative reviews of games or resorts like this. What? My God. Anyway, I see Dwight and Claudette have gone into a trance, and with the grumbling I hear from your belly, that can mean only one thing: breakfast. Holy fuck. Perfect timing. Everyone rolls into the dining area to lard up those sexy little bellies and with pancakes and bacon and so much maintaining those beach pods. We're all half naked in a tropical paradise. Can we get us some strawberries here? A yogurt? Magic powers will only get you so far. Even killers watch their sodium intake. You spread positivity, true. You take your plate and sit down, thinking about yesterday and the whirlwind of feelings you experienced. Danger, dread, disorientation. It was like going through puberty. Wait, it was like going through puberty again, except all in one day on a beautiful and mysterious island. What the fuck is... It looks like you're not the only one doing some introspection, though. Trapper stands up and talks about how his day went, in case anyone was wondering. Personally, I wasn't. I'll be honest, I didn't expect you to survive yesterday, so congrats, I guess. Whether you survive today is 50-50 at best. Good luck. Well, that was bizarre. Back to your breakfast. Nope. Now Huntress steps up and talks about her feelings. At this point, anything could happen. I'm open to all possibilities that this strange island has in store. How open-minded? Ah, well, surely that must be it. No one else would weirdly stand up during breakfast too. And just like that, here comes Spirit. Did everyone sleep well? I did, or should I say I did not. I haven't slept in 20 years on account of the whole burning quest for familial revenge thing. And last night was no different. So in that case, it was exactly how it should be. A lot of reading done, though. Now, if you don't mind, I'm going to go back to quietly resenting being trapped here with you all while looking cute, doing so. Guessing Hroth has had enough time to work up the courage to speak in front of a group. Ah, perfect, there he is. Take us home, Hroth. Oh, hey. That was fun yesterday, huh? Yeah, I mean, not like too much fun. That would be weird. But like a good amount of fun. And now they're all looking at you expectantly. Wait, are you supposed to stand up and explain how yesterday made you feel? I think I need to process everything by myself. I'll see you all soon. Damn, what a power play. Keep him wanting more. You're getting good at this game, or sexy true to life experience. Jamie didn't get to eat any breakfast, but so be it. But my pancakes. After breakfast, you head to the hot tub by yourself to clear your head. Yesterday was, in short, a lot. Excuse me. Before you get there, though, something catches your attention. Yeah? Who are you addressing? Me? Well, yeah, I guess that is okay, right? You know? I might be pursuing a relationship with one of these 4 fine killers, but it feels like the person I'm getting to know the most is you, narrator. It's only okay in so much as it serves to illustrate that you've lost your mind. Seeing how I'm not real and all. Yeah, I heard it this time. I think it's coming from behind the pool shed. Oh no, stick it in there. A little more. A little more. Oh yeah, that's it, yes. How does that feel? Oh, what the fuck? Intense. Nice. Yeah, that feels right. This is uncomfortable. Now I want you to take that and put it right. Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. What are they doing? Just like that? Exactly like that. I swear I had no idea these two even do whatever it is they're doing. I'm afraid to look. Let me say something so you know that you're close and you can hear everything. Oh wow, look at this cute, this super cool bottle of Trickster brand suntan lotion someone left on a chair. Anyone know where I can buy some? Damn it. Oh, come on, a little privacy, please. The fuck? Dwight is panting and Claudette has a crazed look in her eyes. Sorry, I didn't know how else to let you know I was here and that I could hear you, well, you know. No, what? What do you think we were doing? You were doing... I don't know exactly what you were doing, but it sounded like, fun? You think two people trying to find new ways to kill each other in a desperate search to make their own death permanent is fun? Oops. We get 5 minutes to ourselves every day, and we spend it hoping we stab each other in just the right spot so we don't get resurrected. What the fuck? I've come to believe that the key to find is... I've come to believe that the key is finding the exact place we need to bleed out from. And I believe that place is our appendix. Why else would it be there? Oh my god. Makes sense to me. You actually think we were me and him? Dwight? You don't have to laugh that hard, they get it. My life is a nightmare, and yet somehow it's never been worse than right now. Let's go, lover boy. I know that all our entry runes in our 5 minutes is up anyway. Good luck, Soren, you're going to need it. Oh my god. And hey, if you figure out how to escape this island, please make sure your ghost tells us how. That was both a tragedy and a comedy. Ragby. Shut up, I like it. Anyway, where were we? Oh yeah. You're running to the hot tub by yourself and clear your head. Yesterday what was in short a lot. So far today has been exhausting too. But you're dedicated to achieving a true centered sense of calm. No drama, no bullshit, just soak up the sun in a heated pool. Today you're on a date with you. Ooh, I like that. I don't want to be on a date with me. Who would make the first move? And aside from that disturbing thought, all is going to plan until a shadow blocks your precious sun. Spiky tip like a palm tree bending over to screw with you. But it's no tree at all, it's... Hey babe. This was weird, huh? Someone's just getting up and announcing how they're feeling. What's that about? Some kind of forced check-in with the group? I don't like it. Fishy. Kinda lazy. Whatever though, breakfast is done. No one should eat before noon, or after 4 p.m. Wait, what? Yeah, I do intermittent fasting. You see my abs, by the way. Maybe you can see them later at my private stage on the other island. You know, IB Island? Where all the Hollywood celebs hang out if you play your cards right. I can give you a private show. You don't look that excited to show me said show. Catch you around. His abs are pretty amazing, you gotta give him that. And the blow-up bat, threatening but adorable. Things are an interesting silhouette. Genius design. He's a psychopath just like the rest of them. You don't gotta give him anything. And we're not best friends. Just because we had a little talk about doing a little talking, it's not an open invitation to go smashing the fourth wall every 5 seconds. Okay, now the guy is gone and we've got some deep ground rules established that we're definitely gonna abide by. Let's kind of lay back, take some deep, slow breaths, and... Nope, another shadow. These people will not leave you alone. Let's see who it is this time. Of course, it's Trapper. You two have gotten pretty cozy. You should definitely come with me. Obviously, remember, I have a beautiful little spot with all the delightful IMAX. Delightful traps in a violent life. I also have some actual traps, so play your cards right, and I'll warn you about them first. Also, what's great about my hideaway is that no one knows where it is but me. Not Huntress, not Wraith, not even Spirit. If they did, I'd know and they'd be dead. So since you can see they are very much alive. For now, it's still all mine. The kind of place you can really lock yourself away from life in. No, you don't have much to talk about. Why would you? You can have me, a specimen so fine I can block out the sun. Or you can choose one of these peasants. Speaking of, before you decide if you want to go off with Trapper, the Spirit interjects. This guy, of all people, this guy, you should definitely go out with me instead, because while I may not be the most affectionate, warm, or really caring in any way person to be with, we did kind of hit it off a little bit yesterday. And at least what you see is what you get with me. Not everything I do is some sort of creepy trap, or some sort of crappy trap. Yes, I said it, Trapper lays traps. Why do I feel like I'm the only one who knows this when it's so obvious? There's also a small matter of me cutting you to pieces if you mess with me in any way, including but not limited to rejecting me at this very moment in favor of that deceptive narcissist. Tough choice. You weigh your options quickly because you can only go on one date today, and you also don't want to be hacked to pieces for saying the wrong thing. It's always good to remember that these are cold-blooded killers, but you know what they say: when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. Speaking of, real quick, I tried making lemonade for the first time. It was hard, but I think it came out all right. Could really use a bit more sugar. And then die a horrible, wrenching, writhing death after drinking it because the lemons were poisoned all along. Not my lemonade. Sorry, this island has really got me tilted. Who will it be? Oh boy. Alright, so chat. Who should we go with? Because, like, yeah, at this point, it was like surviving was a 50-50. In a way, I don't think it's... A moment. I mean, she's gonna get revenge on us. And I'm assuming he's gonna hack and slash us if we go with her. Well, we already made our bed, though. I gotta go with Trapper. Yeah, duh, let's go. Gruesome twosome. What is going on that weird little head of yours? No, actually, I don't even want to know. 20% of players got this. Anyway, here we are, my beautiful cave. My only truly great place on this entire island. Welcome, please make yourself at home, but not really. That's my home and don't you forget it, but please relax. This is where I come to get away from the screams. To hear other screams. I'm just kidding. This is a peaceful place, so as long as no one arrives uninvited. And since I invited you here, let me just say, stay away from the water. Far away, do you understand? Because it's a little trap and I'll die? Because it's a little trap and you'll die. No silence should last this long unless Wraith is around. Hey, seriously, don't go in the water. Even more importantly though, stay away from that cave entrance. And don't ask me why, you got it? What the? I was like, what the fuck is with this music? Understand. Now that you know what not to do around here, I can finally get to know you. Nope, actually you can't, because it's exactly this moment Trickster shows up. Hello there, sexy thing. Not you, Trapper. I'm talking to this beautiful specimen over here. are you here? And don't just mean into my secret spot. Why are you looted here on this island? Obviously, for the same reason we all are. I think maybe. Actually, I have no idea why we're here. I better ask Wraith what's going on. He probably has all the answers. Anyway, I was saying something. Oh yeah, I want to find love, same as you. I don't know, sounds like a legit reason. Lemons are hybrid of bitter orange and citron, meaning life never gives lemons. We invented them. No. Not interested in Trickster. And man, you leave this cave immediately. Why? He hasn't proved his worth. You haven't given me any reason to. You want me to prove my worth? Yes. Trickster immediately attacks Trapper. They engage in a brutal fight. You hear metal clang, bodies crash into walls. They're screaming, someone's screaming. You feel the blood wash over you, but you don't know whose it is. Yours, theirs, everyone's, and why is someone singing? Unfortunately, you don't see any of this. Trickster knocked you over and on the way to bull rushing Trapper, and your head got stuck in a spittoon. What a bummer. You finally get out to see Trickster and Trapper standing toe to toe, chests heaving, separated after a massive clash, but clearly ready to finally sort out who is the toughest. It doesn't matter. Trapper is furious you made him fight this pop star in the first place. Short Dente to sacrifice this weakling as tribute to our battle for true dominance. Talking about murder in French, Trapper, I know you didn't come here to woo. I didn't come here to woo you, but you're making me think thoughts. Of course, let's do it. This is not an invitation to anything but battle after Soren is dead. Poggers. In a moment of rare cooperation, Trapper and Trickster unite to pick you up and toss you into the water. It seems they're quite happy to cease their fight until you've died. Also now, because you just dodged the delete save file. See, oh god. Does the Trapper play fair? No, not really. But that's why we love him. Or you hate him. Or love to hate him. You have to decide that for yourself. What is it if I say give up? Well, just simply because, like, you know what? I'm gonna see what this is. Okay, so it just literally does. Okay, so nothing special. It literally just does send me back to the main menu. Damn. Because I was kind of expecting like something like more added to it. Because like, for example, with the original, I don't know if the Resident Evil 4 remake does it, but if you say like after you get the game over screen in Resident Evil 4, if you don't select no on continue, then it's like you see the thing flatline. Before it sends you back to the main menu. Okay, so that's right. Why can't I ask about it? Like you more when you didn't ask questions. So to avoid the delete save secret ending, is it like one of these bloodline? Because I like for this recording, I truly wish I don't want to deal with having to do everything over again. Or at least with this playthrough or anything. I get the feeling getting it does give me an achievement, but I don't want to deal with like going through the entire thing for the final hour again. You need to say yes, tricks are there to back to back. Ah. So I was like, I'm asking why I should, and then let's have the Trapper ending. I am loyal. I choose Trapper for a reason. That reason is it's quick think. You got some decent options. The muscles, obviously, his mogul status, his can-do attitude, and by can-do I mean can do several unspeakable acts of horror in a row without losing his breath. All good reasons. No, but as so far as like from what I noticed, anytime I get to an option, like a choice option, it does not let me save scum. Like it lets me save it saves automatically because like no, you know what, in that case it's like, because that's an autosave. Let's try here. But yeah, so far, like when it gives me an option to choose what to do, then it won't let me save scum it. And we can check root. Nope. You just cannot save scum it. It's none of your damn business. Trickster, since you probably never experienced it before, that's what loyalty sounds like. Please, do you have any idea what I put my agent, lawyer, and personal stylist through? And they've stuck with me. That's loyalty. Find me if you want to know what it's like to work beneath a real boss. Before slipping back out of the cave, he quickly and silently as he arrived. Hey, look at that. Conflict resolution without anyone getting slashed, bashed, or split in half. Your complete devotion of allegiance to this hulking monster really has brought a sense of calm purpose in your life. Yeah, but apparently not this one. Trapper's happy, at least he might be. He's smiling, but it's unclear if that's a happy smile or an angry rage smile. Then again, that's always the case with him. Thank goodness that's behind us, even if the smell of Cleaver body spray is not. None of us are proud of that. Now, if you don't mind, I'm being a little stressed out, and I hate to be uncomfortable in my own abode. I'll be right back. He's gone. Not sure for how long, though. What do you want to do while you wait? Remain perfectly still. You remain perfectly still, sitting alone in this dimly lit cave. Some life you made for yourself. It's amazing though you can stand all without a backbone, you big baby. I'm sorry. All this time with Trapper's really has me talking like him. Trapper's back, carrying an enormous jug of what looks like moonshine. Hey Delta, if you're still here, this guy gives you moonshine. Non-0% chance it's chlorine. Dwight did mention the bottle went missing from the pool. Ew. Well, you want something to take out the edge like a skull jammed onto a spike? I can't handle moonshine. No, thank you. Moonshine is a little bit more than I can handle. I'm trying to be polite. I'm not sure how people actually do that. How'd I do? I nail it? Did I nail it? Truth is, I didn't think there was any way you'd say yes. I was actually gonna drink the whole thing myself. Trapper begins to chug the mystery drink. Before he can finish it, Dwight and Claudette show up at the mouth of this cave. We are so sorry to interrupt. Please don't kill us again. But we've been told to make a very dramatic and urgent announcement. There's simply no time to waste. We can only make it on the beach though, which is obviously a very natural and normal thing to have happen right now at this exact moment we need to get you back to the group. Their story checks out. You and a frustrated Trapper leave this cave. Sorry, we had no choice. We had to bring you here. Yeah, someone likes the added drama. Oh damn, was this a setup? Why is Huntress walking over to you? Dwight and Claudette wisely turn and sprint away before Huntress arrives. What the hell are you doing here? Nice to see you too, comrade. I'm here because I have a proposition for Soren. Listen, I'll be completely truthful with you. I can't offer you any more love than Trapper can. Only an equal amount of hate. But I can offer you two things he can't. The Of course it's fun. He's a miserable SOB, even here in his paradise. Meanwhile, I'm trying to have a blast. You'd be having more fun spending your time with me. But more importantly, I want something Trapper doesn't. A family. I want lots of kids, actually. I'm dying to have many children. Many children have also died to be with me, now that I think about it. I mean, I kinda remembered looking up your lore. Anyhow, if you want that too, you should leave him and come with me. But you must decide quickly. I don't like being exposed out in the open like this. So what do you say? Do you want to be with me? Let's see. Let's actually test this out. So let's save first, and then if I'm right, like if it starts giving the choice, then you just can't. Yep, you can't save scum it. No, because you're remaining loyal to Trapper. Yes, because you want kids too. Oh my. So chat, what do you think? So far, this game has been very interesting turn of events. No, kids are icky. What are you talking about? Is this all... What the fuck is this all tangled up? Well, chat. I mean, we've already made it this far, so might as well. How dare you? I chose Trapper for a reason. I'm never leaving for anyone. Good answer. You so good you earned one of these. Coin! I kind of forgot about the coins. That gives me 2 coins. Ooh, a gold coin. Maybe there's actually something about these coins. Are they possibly the only way to pay your way to Trickster's private island? Maybe? Huntress seems less pleased with that answer, though. Very well then, but I promise I'll have my vengeance for this slight. No, she won't, because but only because Trapper's likely to kill you before she can. I have to ask, though, do you want kids? No. Why would anyone want kids? I have no idea. Maybe for backup kidneys? Anyway, enough of this foolishness, so let's go back to my cave. What a relief of that behind us. That's behind us. I would have hated if kids came between us, Soren, or if you left me for that lunatic in a bunning mask. You probably would have hated the cleaver that came between the 2 sides of your body more though had that played out differently. But ultimately, I'm glad we went through that together. You showed real loyalty, and no amount of money can buy that. Because you showed me you can be trusted, I'm finally ready to show you one of my sketches. Wait, sketches? And this time I won't take no for an answer. This one is very important to me. I've never shown it to anyone. Feast your eyes on this! Hillbilly. That looks like something a kindergartner would have made if they'd been blindfolded. Oh, what do you think of it? It's amazing. I love it. You have some real skill and hope you continue putting time into developing this passion of yours. You honestly think though? Or are you just being polite? Honestly. Seriously, it's great. Are you dumb or a liar? Dumb? Yeah, I'm kind of thick. No shit. I didn't draw this. I stole this from Hillbilly. No, he's not on the island. He lost his spot to the Trickster. Sketches are actually good. You will really get to see one soon, so long as things go well. White and Claudette are back at the cavern at the cave entrance. We swear this time we're going to tell you the truth. Honestly, please believe us. It's time to meet everyone for dinner. It's fine. I'm so hungry to eat another horse. Another? Looks like you've eaten one before, or you've eaten a horse today. Yes. Yes to which one? Exactly. Oh my god. Trapper is me. Literally how I answer. Literally how I answer. Don't bother. You need to keep on schedule. What is this? Hey, Dumb and Dumber, I have a question for you two. So much for the schedule. Yes, sir. Either of you want children? I can't answer that. How can we even think about becoming parents when all we want is our freedom? Whether it be the freedom to leave this island or the freedom to die and stay dead. I'll take that as a no on children. Good for both of you. You just earned yourself a quick death next time. Unless I forget I said this. Please don't. What? Forget? Forget what? Now let's eat. What a fun day you've been having. I can see it written all over your face. You're shining. And that's not just the remaining anxious sweat from spending an afternoon courting a psycho killer. No. You are really feeling the whole romantic experience. Don't worry, I'll keep your dirty little secrets. But enough gentle ribbing. It's time to get back to business. All the appetizing singles have arrived for dinner, including Trickster. Hroth is here too. We're not going to do the gag where we cram them all on the screen at the same time again. So just believe me, they're all here, and they're just as sexy and demented as you remember them. With your love on the line, everyone is being very careful not to offend you by saying the wrong thing. Congrats, by the way, on getting it this far. I'm as surprised as you are that these four are falling for you. No, not because of your personality, but because you just met them yesterday. However, since Huntress seems like the biggest long shot to end up holding on to your heart, she throws caution to the wind and speaks up. It's a pretty small consolation prize for being the least loved killer on Murder's Island, but hey, letting them have this one moment on the spot. Goddamn, really? Letting them have this one moment on the spotlight is the least we can do. And heavens knows they won't do any better than that. Since it seems like I'm going to be alone forever, I'm focusing on myself. I have hobbies of my own, you know. Besides stealing, kidnapping, and killing, cooking is my passion. Tonight we'll be feasting on a succulent squirrel appetizer with roasted elk on the as the main, served with a side of mushrooms. Those mushrooms are probably poisonous. An elk, huh? More revenge for the elk that killed her mother. If I had a nickel for every revenge-obsessed killer on this island, I had some number of nickels. Certainly more than a few. I personally hunted, killed, skinned, and prepped our meal. I even picked the mushrooms myself. Oh, they're definitely poisonous. And cheesecake for dessert. Ooh, cheesecake. What, not Russian enough? I'm not so one-dimensional, you know. I mean, you already won me over with cheesecake. That is absolutely my favorite. Dinner will be served shortly, but certain power brokers would like to know about your day. Would you like to share your day with the rest of the group? You've had an interesting day, that's for sure. But how will you describe it to the others? Say too much or too little could affect your standing with the group. Okay, but don't just sit there saying nothing. Nothing is not an option. What happened between me and Trapper will remain between me and Trapper. Is that a real smile from Trapper? My god, this is terrifying. Finally, this island has another person who knows how to act with dignity and respect. Dwight and Claudette bring out dinner. Everyone eats in silence. No one trusts anyone now, and they're all very tired. Oh wait, no, sorry. That's just a dreary supernatural horror thriller set in Antarctica. Not a charming parody dating sim set in an undisclosed tropical paradise. Is that a... I'm trying to remember what the movie was. Is that a The Thing reference? I've never seen the I never seen The Thing. I just remember like the clips that I saw from it is just like creepy as all fuck. But was that in Antarctica? Bony appetit. Don't you mean bone? No. Almost everything we serve has a lot of bones in it, even the vegetables. Impossible to avoid on this island. Everyone eats without speaking. Tensions are rising, both of the sexual and deadly variety. When everyone finishes, Dwight and Claudette come back and clean up the table. They linger around you as they pick up your plate, take your napkin, and dust crumbs off the table. What would you like to say to the servants? Your thoughts on our service is much appreciated. In fact, here, you flip a gold coin in their direction. For us, just doing our jobs? Thank you kindly. Everyone, if you would please so kind as to follow us to the fire pit, we'd greatly appreciate it. We've been told something big was going to happen, something that will change everything. You can go willingly or you can go unwillingly. You have no choice. Tough cookies. Did you have a choice on how you said that, dweeb? Yes, and I immediately regret how I did. Good. Something needs change around here. Fire is rebirth. Fire illuminates the soul. Hope the fire isn't too smoky. Smoke hurts my eyes, and I have pretty sensitive eyes. I'm also horribly afraid of it. The fire, I mean, not my eyes. There's a childhood trauma involving fire. And finally, everyone starts moving towards the fire pit, if only to get away from Wraith's complaining. You take a seat on the comfortable log, feeling the fire's heat against your skin, and wait for the other killers to take their places. Wondering who wants to tell a story this time. Will the narrator tell a story? I bet they've got a stunningly creative mind. Hey, you think, are they allowed to simply place thoughts in my mind like this? Doesn't seem fair. Everyone makes their way in, but something unexpected happens. Nothing happens. Nothing almost always seems to be happening here. So nothing is probably not a good right sign. Oh, cool. Now everyone is looking at you. So, you know, do something. I pick someone to tell a story, or we could play charades. Boggle? Well, we were actually thinking, why don't you tell us a story? Ray points his spine and skull staff thingamajig at you. You duck out of its way. Who knows what that thing can do? Probably shoot lasers. Try not to bore us. We're just very interested in you. Don't speak for me, Huntress. Now you can't tell if they're warm from the fire or if it's your nerves heating up. I know the fire is right here, but maybe we stop talking about it all the time. We can start pretending it's not here and doesn't. You know, threaten to burn us all alive. He's not supposed to hear me. Get out of here, Wraith. Someone was about to make an important decision about telling story or not. I'll tell a story. Sure, I'm game to tell a story. I hope it's a mystery. Okay. What kind of story do you want to tell? Action. Here's an action-packed yarn for you lot. This time I got into a bar fight. The group is interested. They lean in. I'm all ears. I'm not talking about the bucket of them I have on my boat. Wait, what? You crack open a beer by smashing a bottle cap off the nearest rock before starting. I'm at the local watering hole, powering up with my regular 12 beers before I slave at the pool table. Slay is good. Steely Dan blasts from the jukebox. The bartender's tip jar is filled to the brim. I pound the final pint and smash the glass on the counter as I demand shots for the entire joint. The patrons cheer for me. I am their god. Suddenly, I hear a telltale revving of engines outside. Motorcycles. The saloon doors swing open. Wait, it's a saloon now? And in walks my arch nemesis, Big Slim, the giant of North Toledo. He sounds sexy. Thought I smelled something acrid from Akron when I hopped off the hog. Slim says it with a sneer. I get up from my stool. The gal behind me rubbing my shoulders, revving me up for the inevitable fight. Long way from home, aren't we, Slim? What are the fine people of Elm Street going to do with us? Without someone to sell them someone's second handcuff links tonight? I taunt him. He strokes his oily beard. The story has a lot of The story has a lot of specific geographic references in it. I have a perfectly good job at the pawn shop. Why are you coming in at me like that? Slim yells. That's fair, I scream back. Why do we even hate each other? I can't even remember. Something about me cutting you off in traffic, but it was a misunderstanding, Slim yells. Well then, let's hug it out, I said, tears starting to well in my eyes. And we made up. What about the bar fight? Oh yeah, we got a real blowout fight later that night. Really yelled our proverbial heads off, but it was just an argument about whether you should say pop or soda. Come on. I gave up headlining at Coachella for this. Spirit laughs hysterically. Probably laughing at you, but it's a laugh that you're really ready to accept. That sure was a kind of story, technically. Okay, that was not a very good story. I don't mean to insult you, but it was actually quite bad. Sorry, but this narrator keeps it real. We can't just end there. So what else do you like to hear from tonight? You look from killer to carol, or try and decide who might be the most entertaining. Honestly, let's... Oh boy, this continues to like twists and turns I was not expecting. And this is in an entertaining sense. So far I have been like thoroughly entertained. Wait, is this like a remix of the Dead by Daylight theme? But honestly, I think we already have like a lot of points for Trapper. Let's hear from Huntress. Huntress, you seem ready to go. Let's hear from you. Sure thing. What the... My neck of the woods isn't wanting for horrifying mythology. Mother once told me a story of a young man who was traveling back at home after the war. Which war? Doesn't matter. I just wanted some backstory details to paint a picture. I'll paint you a picture if you want. The man was lost and running out of food rations. He stopped to rest for the night underneath the majestic birch tree. Ooh, I just remembered. It's like, speaking of wars, like maybe at some point if I have the courage to play that one Amnesia, like recent Amnesia game. He stopped to rest for the night underneath the majestic birch tree. And that's when he saw the woman, naked, skin glistening in the twilight glow. Hot, I'm invested. They sang a haunting melody as they made their way downhill towards the inviting lake. Enchanted by the music, the young man followed the parade of beautiful women until they stopped in a clearing next to the water. They turned to him and smiled. One woman with long red hair stepped forward and reached for his hand. The others began to play music. Flutes, lutes, tamarines. The melody was intoxicating. The man's feet began to move beneath him. He was dancing, moved by the magical music by these mysterious women. Twilight darkened into the night, and the man grew weary. But when he tried to steal his moving feet, he found that he could not. Oh, I cannot stop dancing, he cried to the nearest woman, a slender woman with green hair. She drew near to him, and he saw her features distort into something horrific. She was bloated, an eye hanging from one socket, skin to the color of algae, a rusalka. Isn't that like one of the future killers? Rusalka, huh? No, I'm thinking of the Krasu or whatever it's called. Her true self. You'll never stop dancing, she screeched at him. My sisters and I were drowned in this lake by the men of your regiment. Consider this your punishment. The man cried out, but it wasn't me. Someone must pay, the Rusalka said, her voice filled with briny malice. And so the man danced and danced until his bones broke and his heart gave out. The dance of death. A silent beat as everyone takes in this macabre ending. It's not all bad. Rusalkas are also fertility goddesses. If a lady had stumbled across them, she would have been blessed with a fruitful womb. And probably some candy for the road. Damn. Does she really think that's a happy ending? Wait. Does she really think that's a happy ending? I want what Huntress is having. That was story time. A lot of people like to take pot shots at sequels, but I think every good story deserves a follow-up. When you think it's the end, the sequel is almost never as rewarding as the original. That's why I'm much more a fan of episodic style of storytelling. Knowing it's a series that takes a lot of pressure off any individual installment and builds a greater sense of community between audience and creator. Tell me, Soren, if you could delete any sequel from existence, what would it be? Don't answer that. We actually don't care. We're just here to make sure that we seamlessly move to the next segment of the evening. God forbid my small talk get in the way of my romantic Twilight moment. I don't need you just shut your yap trap. You know we need to get back to that thing we do whenever we're not on screen. Okay, you have fun tonight. Try not to wink wink end up dead. Why'd you say the words wink wink out loud, and what kind of double entendre are you getting at with that end up dead thing? Dwight is physically incapable of winking, not since the accident. I mean, you do know that all these people are despicable criminals with double-digit kill counts, right? Well, except for Spirit. She really doesn't belong here. She's strictly a victim, not a perpetrator. No wonder she's pissed. Did I hear somebody trash-talking Spirit? Deal me in. What do you say we take this talk to the hot tub so I can soak this bod while I roast that ghost with some killer hot takes? Please, enough talk of burns, things that are lit or getting blazed. It's enough that these activities have to be set right next to a literal fire. Must I be surrounded by figurative flames as well? What if we turned and ran as far away from this place as we could, just you and me? On those spindly legs, you'll probably tire before you got too far. If running away is someplace more secluded Soren is after, then they should obviously join me. Have you seen these legs? Pure power. Not that my walk speed really reflects my giant stature, but that's because I chose to move slowly for stealthy reasons. It's my own choice and it's completely logical. Is she slow? Because like in Dibadilla, is she actually slow? It's like I am learning more and more about the game, with this. Why is everyone so obsessed with comparing themselves to each other and creating drama? I'm so over that. Don't you get it? Society wants to trick you into fighting with each other so that corporations can swoop in and sell you fake solutions to all your fabricated problems. I mean, the snake oil actually worked. What are you talking about? And light fluid? Oh, please, give me another. I'll be sitting in the shade and drinking something locally sourced while thumbing through a public domain novella printed on recycled paper because I refuse to play their game anymore. It's like she's actively trying to be as unappealing as possible. Does it really turn anyone else on, or is it just me? Despite Trapper's insatiable appetite, it seems his attention along with the attention of everyone else is still on you for the moment. If you could, I don't know, just pick one of us. Maybe we could all move on with our lives, or you know, some special projects we might have going. You heard him. Who will it be? Who would you head off with the evening activity? Save scum, let's go. I'm just saying, you may not get a ton of chances to date around like this before your time at Murderer's Island comes to a close. Excuse me. And no, I'm not satisfied with that name either. But with this streaming reality TV dating show boom happening, it's pretty much all that wasn't taken. Which killer would you pick? And yes, we're back to excluding Trickster because, ugh, that guy. Like I said, we might as well go all the way. Trapper? I'm glad you finally decided to take this seriously and make an effort. Don't disappoint me. Or do. My fish hasn't eaten in days. Yep, piranhas. It feels like Trapper would gag you if you're trying to date around. Yeah. You arrive at the pool and find no one else is in it. The two of you seem to... What is with the music? The two of you seem to have it all to yourselves. Why is the water in this pool always a little warm? Ew. Trapper laughs. I have no idea. I don't know why this show is a spot for us. Cannonball! You jump into the pool and splash Trapper. Even with the mask hiding his face, he still clearly doesn't look happy. Don't do that again. Actually, I brought you to this pool for 2 reasons. The first is to ask you something important. Would you like to spend an unforgettable night with me? Maybe, maybe not. I guess we'll have to see where things go. Hopefully they keep pointing up. Yeah, I get it. Doesn't matter anyway. We can't. I mean, we could. I know I could, but we're not allowed to. Yeah, I can't just tell you why either. You get what I'm saying? Yes. Say no more. I get it. So I will bid you a good night. Trapper leaves the pool with a big smile after the water gets inexplicably warm again. Hey, wait a second, Trapper. You never told me the reason why you brought me to this pool. Oh yeah. The chlorine is great for washing up blood, especially in those hard to reach places. You know how it is. FYI, if you do know how it is, you should keep it to yourself. Damn it. If I see those dweebs, Doug and Claudia, waving at us, or damn it, I see those dweebs, Doug and Claudia, waving at us. I think we both need to head to the volleyball court. He's right. Dry off and go to the volleyball court. And later, you're really gonna want to scrub your own hard to reach places with actual soap. Chlorine is no match for whatever Trapper gets up in these pools. Gang's all together again at the volleyball court. It seems like only yesterday you were sitting on the sidelines watching everyone get sweaty. That's because it was. Boy, I feel like I've been here a lot longer than that, actually. It's so late that the sun is already beginning to rise. Because get this over with quickly so that I mean you can get some beauty rest. I do not recommend the eternal damnation of perpetual narratum. Good thing you've really used your time well since then. Really getting to know the gang, the brain, the mogul, the basket case, the psychotic bunny girl. You know, the 4 types of people. Anyway, everyone is gathered on the volleyball court for a new type of game. Pick your dream date and see who's orange. Oh god. Oh boy. Who's ready for round robin? How round are we talking? No, not to eat, Huntress. Each killer gets 2 minutes to tell you all about the dream date they have planned for you tomorrow. In no particular order, which is a weird thing to mention, right? Almost like the order does matter. Wraith, why don't you go first? You look like you'd hate that. Stop talking. Sorry. Anyway, Wraith? Well, I don't know. I just prefer to tell Soren privately. I don't really know that's going to work in these game mechanics. Maybe just whispered it to Soren. Wraith considers this for a long moment. It's too long. That's fine. Without moving, Wraith lowers his voice to barely audible whisper. Tomorrow we have to find my bell, and then I can finally tell you what I've been working on. It's going to be really special. The thing The kind of thing where we really bond. And maybe finally get off this island. And maybe we can go on a real date. You done? Is that it? I didn't even realize he doesn't have his bell. Wraith nods proud. Great. Huntress, why don't you take it from here? Tomorrow morning, I'm planning on a nice atmospheric breakfast on the yacht. Don't worry, Trapper won't even know it's gone. What was that? Nothing. Go away. Then, boy, oh boy, I've got such an adventure planned. It involves hunting for treasure. What kind of treasure are we looking for? Guess you'll have to pick me to find out. Let me tell you, it's primo stuff. If you don't mind, I've got to start preparing because it's clear already that you're going to pick me. Confident, mysterious, I like it. Hit us, spirit. Figuratively. Damn it, Twilight. You gotta watch your words with these people. Tomorrow you'll spit in the face of God, die, and be reborn anew. That's it. If you're not intrigued by that, I don't want. Then, if you're not intrigued by that, I don't want you. Go draw crayon art with Trapper or dig up whatever mysteries with Wraith. I don't know what those guys do all day. You want to at least specify which god you'll be spitting in the face of? All of them. Okay then, so hydrate tonight if you intend doing with spirits. Trapper, without further ado, would you like to make us all uncomfortable by pushing the boundaries of what's acceptable, not only in polite society, but within the narrative of this in-world event, and also the larger meta-narrative of a Dead by Daylight dating experience? Sometimes you just gotta say it. Yes, thank you, I'd love to. So, Soren, you think of picking me? Well then, this is your final warning. Pick me and be punished. And rewarded? Tomorrow will suck. Probably. I'm not an easy guy to get along with. I know that. But I can tell you this much. I'm hiding a secret on this island that will make fans shit themselves with excitement. If you like Trapper, you're gonna love it. And if not, you're a maggot. Also, everyone, even confident sexy ladies in rabbit masks, better stay the hell away from my yacht. And time's up. Gosh, you'll need to dream about these options so you're ready to choose in the morning. Now go dream about all these swoon-worthy options so that you're ready to make the choice come to dawn. Have a swell night. Did you two forget to mention something? Oh gosh, how could we forget? Before you run off to slumber peacefully, there's one more thing to do. No reality survival dating competition parody would be complete without singling out one of our contestants who was already teetering on the edge of psychological break and giving them a little push. Hold up, has this been a survival dating competition parody this entire time and now I'm just finding out about it? Come on, the signs were there. You just didn't read them. Welcome to Murderer's Island. It's now time to eliminate one of the killers. Oof. It's like a butchering, but it hurts even worse. You can't kill a killer, but you can break their heart. You even dare to try? You mean... That's right. Tomorrow, one of these sexy slices will not be eligible to take you on a date. Who's it gonna be? But why? Because it's dramatic? Because it's surprising? Because it's a classic reversal of fate? And it will hurt someone's feelings. Someone dangerous. What's it gonna be, champ? What's your thought process here? Trapper seems like he might throttle you in your sleep if you eliminate him. That being said, you'd see him coming. Spirit could be anywhere. She floats. And here she can disappear. Hard to track. Eek, if you get rid of Wraith, he might cry. And although I totally support normalizing men crying and being vulnerable, it just seems like he might be an ugly crier. What the fuck? What did Wraith do to the narrator? Jesus Christ. Huntress? She might pretend to be okay with it, but then you'll start seeing her behind every tree. What I'm trying to say is, I don't envy you, boss. So, which sociopath are you eliminating? Look, peace out, Wraith. What kind of monster eliminates Wraith? He wouldn't hurt a fly. Please disregard that skull he's holding. Just look. Hi, Max. Look, I'm here and horny, and I'm not really getting positive reinforcement on you, Wraithy Poo. Please don't take this personally. It's just my opinion of you and who you are, and who you're deep down as a person, and I don't like it. Like, give me something, you know, a kiss, swing, hold my hand, and finish telling me about all this mysterious stuff you're obsessed with. X. Or better yet, don't. Damn. Wraith rises, taller than you've ever seen him, calmly walks to the exit. Before he leaves, he turns to you. When you came here, I thought perhaps you'd be different. I don't know how my last bit of hope in humanity has been snuffed out, but it hasn't. It is now. You're just like the rest of them. There's no hope of goodness here. The only thing I can do is try to escape, or burn everything and everyone to the ground. He leaves. Pretty badass exit. Was not expecting that. Now that you've broken the heart of someone heartless, you should go get them shut eye. And don't worry too much about the broken heart you left behind, because of course they'll be receiving a consolation prize. They might not get to go home with Soren when this all is over, but they'll never sleep alone again. That's right, we're sending our limited player home with... Oops. Their mostly new trickster body pillow. The next best thing to the real trickster. It might not hug you bad, but it definitely won't try to stab you. Oop. Oh my fucking god. And how do we know? Because I've tried it. That's right. It's Dwight tested. Claudette approved. I hope you sleep well tonight, Soren. You're my hero for what you've accomplished. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you've done? No, not because of the guilt. I mean, knowing that there's a legit homicidal maniac who hates you so close by. How can you sleep tonight knowing what you'll do tomorrow? I don't know how you do it, but you better go before Dwight and Claudette come back and put you to sleep themselves. You know those two. Schedule, schedule, schedule. Holy fuck. Wow. Oh god, we're back here. What a crazy way to end the day. An elimination? I didn't even know it was that kind of game. Let's check in with everyone, especially with our loser. Everyone deserves a send-off. Same thing as how things go tomorrow, I suppose. I'm not expecting anything. I tend to shut my mind off during hard times. I know I seem all excited and devil-may-care, but truth is, I'm really a pessimist at heart. That tends to happen when your mother was skewered by an elk when you were young. Yeah, how'd you know? Well, guess. That's also the only thing you talk about. Excuse me, I think I saw a raccoon over in that tree and I'm feeling peckish. I know I said some things when Soren kicked me to the curb, but I just want to say I'm embarrassed for how I acted. Not what I said though, I stand by it. I want everyone here to burn. How would I say things are going? It's a matter of perspective. If Soren's goal is to impress me, things are going poorly. But if Soren's goal is to get themselves killed they're doing an amazing job. Oh goody. Did I think there was a chance I might get eliminated? Yeah, I did. Did I care if I got eliminated? No, not even a little. Does the volume of words I spend talking about how much I don't care about things signify a deeper yearning with me to be seen, heard, and validated by those around me? Nah. What? You're not a part of this. You don't get a confessional. It's cool, man. I'm not a part of anything, you feel me? I'm not a cog in anyone's machine. I'm my own machine. This whole thing is pretty cute, though. Charmingly low budget, old school marketing vibes. Not gonna lie, I wish I wasn't so busy right now. I'd definitely be down with a reality show style dating competition with survival elements. But I got my new album upcoming tour, finalizing new sneaker line, producing a limited series on my life, starting a new social media NFT at crypto. Oh god, he's part of the NFT shit. Dude, chat, remember NFTs? And doing all these private gigs over on IP Island. My dude, you gotta come check it out. IP Island, it's dope. It's where the real killers are hanging out. Fully licensed, no legal drama. Lawyers take a hike. I'm gonna tell everyone that Trickster said that about them. Don't worry. I'm talking to your favorite established character from all over pop cultures that can't be seen on this island. Hell, you probably can't even mention them, like You say it. We get it. You're very popular and in demand, but we have a game to get back to and I don't want to get sued. Wait, when did this game come out? Because, like, compared to when Ghostface was finally revealed. Ghostface. Come on! Whatever, I don't even care. I'm the Trickster. See you around, sir, and you too, narrator. I have a name, you know. You do? 2022. Yes, seriously. They do not pay me enough to deal with you people. Is it my turn? What? No, it's not your turn. You're sentient water. How are you even sitting in that chair? What's a chair? It's a thing you're getting all wet. Now it's gonna smell like mildew. Okay, rude. Fine, let's get this over with. It's your turn, Ocean. Do your check-in. Check-in? I was just looking for the bathroom. Bathroom? Are you serious? It's down the hall to the left. It's okay. Never mind. Oh my god. Never mind? What does that mean? Not you two. This wasn't meant to be a confessional time for literally every character in this game. It's okay. We don't have to confess anything. We've just been working our asses off for 2 days straight and wanted to sit down somewhere. This chair is wet. Yeah, I think the Ocean just peed on it. How is that? You know what? I don't care. You two are looking pretty pleased with yourselves. I got something to confess. Oh, great. What's it gonna be? You ate glue in the 2nd grade? You cheated on an algebra test once? Watching Hroth get eliminated was the first time in this unending spiral staircase of pain that is my life that I felt even a modicum of joy. Every minute I'm alive is a nightmare. Every minute that I'm alive is a nightmare. This place, this sun, these sweet, sugary drinks. It sounds fun for a long weekend, but for an eternity? The unrelenting rhythm of crashing waves and wailing seagulls. It's like a crescendoing song of evil that makes me question the very foundation of the universe. Why am I here? Why are any of us here? What kind of sentient being would do this? Please, erase me from existence. Make it so I was never born. Pull the plug in this experiment and let my soul be free. And please, please get me out of this polo shirt. Okay, let's get you to bed, buddy. I don't want to go to bed. Going to bed means eventually I'll have to wake up. Yikes, that was a weird way to end. Oh well, what are you gonna do? You let the camera roll on long enough, someone is bound to say something crazy. 2 days in paradise. 2 days in tropical paradise is more of a vacation than I had during the entire production of this game. I hope you know how lucky you are. So anyways, seems like everyone's had their shot to annoy me tonight, so let's hit the hay. So hit the hay and get some rest. Tomorrow's gonna be a doozy. Let me see. Let me save here. I will return to this one day and actually see that secret ending. Soft sunlight warms your skin, nudging you awake. Also, you're using a killer crab as a pillow. Is sort of okay with? What's that? You know about the killer crabs? Oh right, you didn't go on that huntress date. You really messed out. It was thrilling. Or I guess it would have been. You'd have to play the game again to get that reference, I suppose. You put on your beach attire and splash water in your face. Dwight and Claudette approach. Is that look on their faces? Is that look on their faces excitement, terror? You notice your stomach flutters with butterflies. Someone's in love. Or you've been infected with zombie butterflies in your sleep. It has happened here before, but it's probably the love thing. It's time. Claudette gestures over to the beach where the killers all stand, flanked by torches. It's a scene very reminiscent of a TV show you used to hate watch with your ex. Suddenly, the message is clear. You're going to declare your affections for a killer in front of several other killers. Hey, isn't Trickster supposed to be here? We paid him good money to make some half-assed cameos on this show. I'm gonna choose Agent out. But before they walk over to you, before they walk over for your big moment, don't think we haven't noticed how kind you've been to us, Soren. It can't be easy being thrown onto a mysterious island for seemingly no real reason, surrounded by terrifying killers, trying to manage your most primal impulses, murder and making out. And you've kept a cool head and treated us, your friendly island hosts, with dignity and respect. So don't tell anyone we told you this, but Audit and Dwight look around conspiratorially. Just a little hint for going forward. Don't try to go all the way with a killer who isn't into you. Relationships are two-way streets, and if you don't have the green light in the other direction, you might end up in the friend zone. Friend zone? That doesn't sound so bad. Where do you think you are exactly? Dead by Daylight doesn't do friends. There are killers and survivors, and I'm afraid we can't say more. Okay, so who's an enemy? Claude and Dwight look around conspiratorially again. Oh. You and Trapper have been spending a lot of time together and he hasn't killed you. Which is good. I mean, for you it's good. Because you're some sort of masochist, huh? You do you, hun. This is Murderer's Island, not King Shame Island. So are you ready? Of course not. But too bad. We're on a schedule. Let me just check real quick how much time we have left. Okay, good. So this is like the ending. I could just go all the way. You make your way over to the row of hotties. Claudette and Dwight stand off to the side, hands behind their backs. It's been quite the 48 hours, but there are clearly sparks in the air. I'm not just talking about this rusty chainsaw, though I do recommend staying away from those sparks. It's time for a newcomer to confess their love. Wait, I have to do a drum roll for this. No, you don't, but who cares? Soren, who did you choose for your solo date? Can we at least do the flower thing? Dwight, I thought we agreed to keep that between us. No, not that flower thing. The thing where the suitor gets a flower as a symbol of the contestant's love and affection. Oh, right. I suppose, but no roses. They're such a cliche at this point. Well, that's good, because I tried to pick a rose and but got an ouchie, so I settled for these. Hibiscus. Beautiful. You've done good, Dwight. This is a lovely bouquet. Hope Dwight saved some of these for Claudette. They're a thing, right? You're getting that vibe too. Just me? Sorry. You've got other things to think about right now. Soren, who do you select to receive these flowers that spend the day with you today? I mean, like I said, you step past all the much kinder and more thoughtful characters, and for some reasons I suppose I may never understand. Approach Trapper. Trapper, you've snared my heart. Trapper lets out an audible groan. There's no one here to rather spend the day with than you. I can't say that blame you. I know the best thing that's ever happened to you, to this island, maybe the world. I'm gonna show you a day you'll never forget, and likely never recover from either. With charm like that, how could anyone resist? You walk to Trapper's Cave with him. There's nothing I value more than loyalty. It's a rare quality in a person, maybe the rarest. But you are a truly loyal person. To reward your loyalty, I'm going to tell you something I wouldn't tell anyone else. If I offer you the chance to hurt somebody today, be very careful who you agree to hurt and who you don't. Everything depends on that. Also, I'm going to spare you the dignity of playing the stupid game, talk about our feelings, or accidentally get yourself killed. Loyalty deserves that much. We've already had a chance to get to know each other a little bit, but I think we have some work left to do today. So I'm going to ask you one important question. Then I'm going to let you ask me one. What is it you desire most from this island? I mean, let's just go with this. I want to find my soulmate. Noted. Okay, so now you can ask me one thing. What do you want to know? What do you want in a partner? What are you looking for from a significant other? A partner in crime, maybe a business partner as well, which will also include a lot of crime. Excuse me, sir, but we've been sent here to remind you about the thing. You can't go your special place until you handle it. You know, the thing you've already been spoken to about? Oh, shit, the thing. Yeah, that's right. All right, I'll do the thing. Look, Soren, I got in a bit of trouble. Apparently spending time with me isn't fun. As though any of this is supposed to be fun. You're on Murderer's Island. Why would that be fun? Why would that be fun? But for reasons I can't begin to comprehend, apparently the other killers let their dates actually have some kind of juvenile wheel spinning playtime. So I'm supposed to do the same today. If you ask me, it's total bullshit from a power-hungry boss who can't get out of his own way. But there's nothing I can do. So you're gonna play a little game. Around this island are some hidden bear traps. A lot of hidden bear traps, actually. Some would say too many bear traps. Some are wrong. Your job is simple. Spot them all, run around, sing a song, skip, or dance, or whatever. I don't care whatever dumb stuff you add to this. Just make sure you catch every trap. Got it good. Spot the trap. Perfect. Not bad. So that's what they mean by hidden. Oof. Whoop-de-doo, you did it. Was it perfect? No. Was I expected it to be? If I'm being honest, no. If I wanted perfection, I've done it myself. Now we can go to my special place. Yes, I remember to have a really good time in there. Seems unlikely, but sure. You enter Trapper's secret cave. The water shimmers, casting long shadows along the walls. Don't forget about the water. I'm now going to take you somewhere I've only taken one other person. This is the most intimate thing I can do with another person that involves wearing clothes. Well, with clothes, but without murder. Hope you appreciate the trust I'm putting in you now. Trapper walks over a barricaded section of the cave wall and starts ripping off secured boards like they're popsicle sticks. Pretty hot, right? It's okay to admit it's hot. He's a rich, sentient piece of marble. So like blood on a carpet. This tunnel is very important to me and my family. Would you like to see it now? Yes, this is the most exciting moment of my life. Calm down. Me, the Trapper, is inviting you into his dark, sinister tunnel. You should be a little less eager. Don't be stupid. Stupid is a really big turnoff. But it doesn't matter. We're going in anyway. I just have a lower opinion of you now. You prepare to enter the special mysterious tunnel. And the secrets it must hold. The excitement almost too much. What the hell? This is an old mining cave. It's dirty. It's smelly. The rats are the size of wombats. Spending a single minute in here is like 5 minutes too long. The Trapper obviously could not be more proud of it. I didn't even know he could smile like that. This is where I feel the most comfortable, and I'm finally willing to truly get real with you inside these walls. If you do the same with me, will you share something special, maybe something about yourself and you don't like to others? I'll do the same after. Take my advice, share something with him. So what do you want to share with me? Darkest secret. Ooh. My darkest secrets, I know everything about you, Evan McMillan. Everything. I know what turns you on. I know you love this mining cave. I know what you did to the people you cared about. I know what you do to those who fall into your traps. All of it turns me on. What the fuck? Also, one time I actually set my neighbor's treehouse on fire. The damage was extensive. Damn. And I thought I was weird. Maybe I should wear this mask. Or better yet, don't wear anything at all. But my appearance is the best way to trap your prey. Besides, I owe you a dark secret too. My dark secret is that I give it all up. The money, the power, even my physique, if I could go back in time to follow my heart. Once, a long time ago, I wanted nothing more than to be an artist. But my father refused. He was a harsh man who loved no one, only control. He did make me the man I am today, though. So was it worth it? So it was worth it, don't you think? Why can't you be an artist right now? You're never too old to try something new. It's too late, you see. Thing is, you can't become the most important person in my life without meeting the person who holds the position now. That's right. I brought you here to meet him, Soren. This is my father. Good grief! He's an emaciated old man clinging to life by the thinnest of threads. Holy shit. This is the man, the myth, the legend behind the Macmillan fortune. What do you think of him? Is he okay? Are you okay, sir? I don't know. Do I look okay, you idiot? Help me, damn it. I've been trapped here for so very long. Right? I've been here for a long time, or has it been forever? My dad isn't as strong as he once was, physically or mentally. I keep him here for his own protection. It's for his own good. You believe me, right? Of course I believe you. You're an honest person. Lamau. No, not always, but the truth is, I don't know what the truth is. I don't know why I keep him here. It does keep him safe. I'm not exactly feeding him or taking care of him. I love my father, truly. He made me who I am. Taught me how strong and ruthless in a world that only rewards power. There's only one thing I feel more strongly than my love for him, and that is my hate for him. And I hate him exactly because he made me who I am. That's why I keep him hidden away from my many enemies who have long awaited to exact revenge on him. But that's also why I keep him like this, tortured and living in darkness. He's both a testament of my power and living corpse who refuses to die on his own and free me of his grip. He's still alive now, though, so I want to hear what he thinks of you. I need to see if he finds you worthy of the Macmillan name and legacy. His mind is fractured, but he retains enough of it to judge people. This is your final test. Are you ready? Wait, don't answer that. You don't have a choice. Actually, you know what? That's not fair. I'm considering about what to do is really difficult and want to be fair. Still, before my father asks you some questions, I'm gonna let you ask him some questions. You should really have an idea of who he is before I put your life in his hands. I mean, our relationship in his hands. Ah, screw it. You must realize now your life has been in danger every second you've been with me. Yeah. If you haven't, well, shit. You're not very smart. Anyway, go ahead. You only get 3 questions though, so make them count. What do you want to ask my father first? Ask me these questions 3. Where are you born? Where'd you go up? I wouldn't spit on you, let alone answer that. You have a personal creed? You're nothing. Any advice for wooing your thought? You sound like a maggot. No more questions from you. Well, that was fun to watch. On this island, we call that the full Father Macmillan experience. I thought that was illuminating as for you as it was meant to be. It was necessary though, trust me. Still, I would like to apologize. Usually my father is much meaner. He must be going soft. Maybe he's just serving his best, most honest self for his questions. Hey Dad, it's your turn. You can ask Soren anything you want. Now Soren, answer right and we can take things to the next level. Answer wrong and, well, just answer right. Good, Father. Would you ever let someone stand in the way of what you want? Just checking how much time we have left. Just in case, let's snooze the ad break. Never. Good answer. What do you truly want from my son? A partner in crime. You mean that literally or metaphorically? Literally. Good answer. Would you ever hurt my son? Physically or emotionally? Answer the damn question. No. That's because you're a damn fool or a coward. Those are very fair options. They just use if you weren't fair with me. I'll mark you down as a fool. But a fool can be useful. For a time, what I want to know is whether you are also a coward. Are you? Nah. Good answer. Maybe you're not a complete fool. Now for the final and most important question. Do you want to hear embarrassing stories of my son as a baby? Before you can say yes, Trapper goes into a rage. No, damn you, Father. Turning me into a monster wasn't bad enough. You had to embarrass me too? Back to the darkness you go. Oh, I don't like the dark. It's cold and the rats have started to unionize. I have a giant surprise for you when I get back. Huge. Now that he's gone, what do you want to do while you wait? The rats have unionized. Staying perfectly still, eh? Smart. You obviously won't fall for any traps this late in game. Date. Chopper returns, but he stands in a shadow where you really can't see him. Hope you're ready for your gargantuan surprise. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Holy fuck! Wow, that is definitely the smallest speed he can possibly pull off without getting an adults-only rating. But again, you're really not an adult. What are you doing playing this game? You should probably say something. What do you want to say? Let's do it. Goat. Unfortunately for you, legally we are not allowed to describe the noises. Oh my god. And we definitely can't show any of it. People will go blind voluntarily. Knocked boots so hard we woke up in an entirely different part of cave system. Yeah, that was good. Obviously, it was great for you, right? There was a map option. Oh yeah, the best. Hell yeah. After Soren, this time is oh god. Return to the beach. You have no idea how close I came to just killing you both. You're lucky I'm in a very good mood. Damn, this is it. Welcome back to where it all started. It's time to find out how Trapper really feels about you. Uh-oh. The fact he's back in a normal bathing suit doesn't seem like a good sign. Also, when the hell did he have time to put it back on? Can you walk over here with him? Jeez, we really must be at the end. Oh shit, he looks nonplussed? Look, I'll be honest. I've been trying to kill you for 3 days. I set up countless traps, both literal and metaphorical, looking for a reason or way to make you end up as a disembodied head on someone's that somebody accidentally digs up on a beach. Hey, that creepy face from the beginning makes a little more sense now, at least. But you avoided all of them. Kudos. Sincerely. It wasn't easy. You're pretty smart. Well, minus the part where you could have had a much easier time with literally everyone else. Seriously, those 3 maggots are having way more fun on this island. I promise that's what everyone will be saying on the message boards. Also, I can't believe you agreed to bone without knowing if she liked you. Have you ever seen the final few episodes of basically any dating competition show? Oh, because I'm regular. In the most sense. Not that I watch dating competition shows. Anyway, bad news is I'm really just not that into you that way. The good news is I have no desire to kill you, which is amazing. Not just for you, but for me. I really feel this way. That's why I think we're better off as friends. Hug. I haven't made a friend in a very long time though, and my last friends betrayed me. That's why I hate friends. So technically, I hate you too. Even if I don't hate you enough to kill you, I know it's weird. But shit, look around you. What'd you expect? This whole thing puts me in an awkward spot. I technically hate you, but not really. And definitely not enough to kill you. I guess there's only one option left with you. Same thing I do with everyone I don't want to kill. That means you get to live forever in that tunnel with my dad. Hold up, your dad? The tortured old man you've kept imprisoned? I don't want to. It's not so bad. No, wait, that's not true. It's awful. This whole thing sort of seems unfair, doesn't it? Maybe anticlimactic? Well, doesn't matter. I made my decision and there's nothing you can do about it. My advice is to just to make the best of it. Developing a taste for rat meat will go a long way towards doing so. Okay, enjoy the darkness and my piece of shit moment. Oh, hey, please be cool if I bring any other dates over. We did it! Tough break, Soren. You really did get close to everything. I could spend the rest of eternity getting close to Trapper's. He bites worse than the rats. That's not fair, but it's true I do. But maybe with an infinite amount of time, you'll learn to like each other. We won't. At the very least, it should be long enough to find out what really happened to his wife. You dare speak of her. Meanwhile, I'm heading to the other island with all the much more famous killers. I would tell you how to get there, but you know, you live in a tunnel now. But thanks for playing, and sorry for everything, especially your life choices. Friends forever. You didn't find love, but you found friendship that will last forever and ever. And so my precious killers lived happily ever after. As they should, learning to love themselves first and foremost, whilst trapped in a never-ending cycle of torture of my design. Wait, did I just spoil my true identity? You made it this far. You should probably know that. Now you'll have to play again to find out more. Goodbye, Soren. See you later. And again, and again, and again. Forever. Forever. Finished the full game once through, did you? I dare you to try it again. Okay, so I had no idea what I was getting into, but it left me it actually got me thoroughly impressed. I was actually thoroughly entertained regardless, so